Good for you.
You guys, they won't be
Next
hurt
week.
to make
That's gonna be.
they won't bother.
Yeah.
We're live.
You know, we tried to rubberized mulch there, and all the parents complained because it was hot and really rough. They say it's hot.
Sometimes.
Parents put it out every day.
All right, y'all ready?
Can't win.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Call to order the community appearance board for June or July 16th, 2026. Roll first, Ms. Gordon,
Here.
Mr. Edens.
Here.
Ms. Booth.
Here.
Mr. Benezra.
Here.
Mr. Jumper.
Here.
Mr. Hubbard.
Here.
I am here. Ms. Dara and Mr. Jerem are absent. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes from the last meeting?
Yes, sir, Mr. Woodward.
Motion, Mr. Edens. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Benezra. Yes. Right?
Yep.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. All right, modifications to today's agenda.
Yeah, no old business, but the new business is the agenda that we have modified. Number 7, sign permits withdrawn by the applicant. Flipping to the second page, number 18, rec clubs withdrawn by staff. Numbers 23 and 24 also withdrawn by staff. On the third page, under building permits, number 1 and number 2, both withdrawn by staff. The fourth and last page, number 6, Beverly Beach House withdrawn by staff, and number 10, 306 First Avenue LLC withdrawn by staff.
All right. When we call your item, you'll come up, swear you in, sign in at the podium. One other thing, can I get a motion to appoint Mr. Hubbard as interim vice chairman for items? What numbers are they? Combo number 6 and building number 3.
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Thank you.
Which item one more time?
6 in the combo and number 3 in the building.
All right. For y'all's information, we do have a pretty lengthy agenda. Let's try to keep it short and sweet and keep it rolling. The Red Eye Hotel. Where do you are? Name your record.
Chris Pack?
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes. Myrtle Hotel. All right, refacing that, ACM, pushed through acrylic, imitation deck and board stuff there on the bottom.
Is that just the final print you're applying?
Right here.
Yeah.
Nah, it'll be like it's HDU.
Okay.
And then also on the building, 1-inch HDU.
They want to be lit in any way?
No flush at it.
Chris, what material is that wood?
It's gonna be like that imitation decking that.
Oh, wait,
EC
Trex?
Yeah.
Motion to approve. A second.
Motion, Mr. Benezra, second, Mr. Jumper. Any more discussion?
Just make sure all the repairs are done on the building, please. On the building where you put in the letter, for the repairs, what the B and,
Yeah, we're just doing that.
that'll be repaired. Okay, thank you.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Thank you. Premium parking?
Motion to continue? You guys can judge it, unless you want to look at it.
Is this what we saw last time?
I think it's one of them.
Before that?
One of them.
Those are up now, right?
Just those 3?
Do we want to look at it?
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, I
We
would,
can talk about it. I mean,
I'll take my motion. Are we taking?
typically we kept all those private lots blue.
Yeah.
So that'd be the only thing, if you wanted to try to keep consistency in the private lots, changing those colors of it. I mean, I think all the other private lots have similar language and all on it.
Is it just
And
on?
the post.
Is it just on 4x4, looks like, right?
Yeah, just 4x4.
Yeah. Yeah, they had
Yeah.
to wrap or be, PVC or something.
These are just the pay signs. We didn't do that to those, right? Just those names.
You actually did it to the baseline?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We
did.
did, yeah. Yep.
Since the applicant's not here, we can entertain a motion to deny as is. So we can come back with another option and pass the comments along to them.
Okay, as long as make a motion to deny 4.8.3.
Second.
All right,
8.3.
motion, Mr.
No,
Gibbs.
that's
Second,
that's
Mr.
wrong.
Booth.
Right there.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Staff can convey those comments.
I'm sorry, that's .5.
Okay.
All right, Atlantic Crest Inn and Suites. Name for the record. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Switching from Ocean Crest to Atlantic Crest, I put all the different color options right there, same thing. Panama spaces, just replacing it, wanted to go with the warm white instead of the blue, just to allow for more visibility. Right now, you can barely see it.
Is there a picture of the whole sign?
Yeah, what is the height of the whole sign?
The height of the whole sign should be
It's
22.
the one that comes up and overhangs the
Yeah.
awning.
Right. It's one of those kind of site-specific things.
Yeah. It's been there for years. He was just trying to clean it up. So this is step number one.
Is
Pretty
the
tall.
changeable copy and all staying?
Yeah, that's real tall.
So your changeable copy and everything is staying, you're just
Yes.
changing out the one
Just
page?
changing out the pan, both sides.
I think they need to maintain clearance underneath the side there.
Because of the
Where it's
location,
positioned.
yeah,
Mhm.
because of the location. I mean, it is
Go
really
underneath.
tall.
I agree it's tall, but I'm not sure.
Maybe
Yeah, I'm not sure we can drop it down.
I mean, the canopies lower. But
Again, it might be
it's really
site-specific.
low. The canopies are-
Mhm.
Her picture makes it look like a lot closer to the
Yeah.
canopy than the street view does.
That was them up in the boot truck.
If you do lower it, you can't read it as you're headed.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
I-
'cause it's
Yeah,
gonna-
you can, actually, you're right, it does. Okay. Leave it as.
I'll
it
make a
is.
motion to approve, but can you go back to the street view on the, show
Definitely
the
needs
face?
painting.
It looks like the
The rat needs to be painted.
rat needs to be repainted,
Yeah.
so I'll make that a part of the motion.
Second.
All right, motion Mr. Jumper, second Mr. Eden. All in favor? Any opposed?
Aye.
Ms. Booth, thank you. So moved. All right, Comfort Inn and Suites.
Hello,
How are you doing today?
doing good.
Name for the record?
Kristen Reggiano, Soul Science.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right.
Simple set of general letters on a custom raceway that'll be painted to match the building facade, and the emblem is being removed, and they'll do the necessary repairs to the wall.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
I'm just gonna ask this one quick question. When you say they're gonna make the necessary repairs to the wall, that coral color has a tendency to fade pretty considerably.
Yeah.
When they paint behind that existing cabinet, are they gonna try to blend it, or are they gonna paint that entire area all the way down?
You gonna chip a piece off and do color match?
That is
That's pretty
outside
much
of
how
ours.
they're gonna blend it.
You got
I-
blend this on that.
I kind of question, I understand Comfort Inn and Suites is a corporate logo, but it doesn't show very well on that coral. Is there any plan to paint that?
There is not.
I'll see if they use some cleaner.
And you're actually changing it from,
Yeah, that's what it's.
you're actually changing which archway it goes in as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
right, yeah.
Yes.
You don't have a close-up of that, well, I guess you don't, it's not installed yet. Yeah, I do get Joe's point,
I mean, that orange and that coral are so,
yeah.
Yeah, they blend.
they're not very complementary.
Is there a street sign?
There is not at this time.
There's no other place.
Destroyed in a hurricane. was one name, just one of the ones that had rust at the base. Fell down in a storm.
And you got on the raceway, is that conduit going from the sea to the raceways on the other two? Or
Yeah,
brackets,
it's
hangers,
probably a bracket to connect the two, and then the conduit, you know, the wires will run through it as well.
Okay. Power going to that new section?
The customer will have to bring power to that place, yes.
From inside the building straight out to the raceway.
That's correct. That's what the requirement is.
I'm gonna ask one other
You don't want a
question.
60-foot conduit?
No.
Just making sure.
Come on.
I'm gonna ask one other question. The existing logo in that other circle, could that be dismantled so the C could kind of go in the circle and the comfort suites below it? Kind of where it's existing, to avoid having to remove that from the building and repairs and blending and everything else?
Well, yeah, I was kind of thinking about even a
I
white
think we have to allow
outline.
them to execute this properly and let the inspector make sure that it's done right.
Well, then I would
It's
like a
not
condition
beyond
added that if it
doable.
does not blend appropriately, you gotta paint the entire
I
thing.
agree completely.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't
Yep.
see it beyond the capabilities of somebody to do this properly.
I was walking the boulevard again today, and I'm tired of seeing, oh, let's just put some caulk in the
Yeah, I
holes
know,
and
that's not really
still
repair.
read the old sign because the paint's faded and.
I'm with you.
You're almost saying maybe that if they want to do it, they need a white outline almost around it to make it pop, or to repaint.
If they
like
can't
you
read it,
said.
they'll probably come back and pay for it again.
That blue is gonna pop pretty well.
It
Just
will.
the
I
sea
think it
one
may,
is fine.
maybe just, the photograph's not really
Yeah.
giving it.
I mean, I can suggest to add a white contour around the perimeter of the C logo. It's, you know, that's easy to
could help.
justify.
It really could help. I mean,
All right,
There's a motion and a second.
are y'all fine adding the condition that if
Yes.
the wall is not blended appropriately, they gotta paint the entire wall?
yes, absolutely.
All right. All in favor of the motion on the table? Is there a second? Sorry. Any opposed? I've been out in the sun too much today. You understand that?
Yes,
You might have to paint the entire wall.
it's up to the client.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fairfield? Name for the record. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes. We're gonna add a single-sided, short monument sign to his entrance, because you don't know what building is there until when you come down to Main Street. So it will be inside the landscape that's currently there. Nothing will be removed, just pine straw added back when we're finished, and it's gonna be pretty much at an angle to the main entrance.
And the back of the sign
It's
is.
flat.
It's flat,
Nothing on
okay.
it.
It's got all the pompous grass behind it.
Okay, motion to approve.
Mr. Stevens, second, Mr. Nezra. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Thank you. Harbor Freight?
Sean Villanova.
Sorry, wait, whatever.
Sean Villanova.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
That's right.
Matt, what did we do with this last time it was here? Did we not deny it, ask him to deny it shorter?
Last time there was bigger letters, further
Yeah.
across, I said bring it in some.
I was here. No, they get comments.
Yeah.
I passed the comments along, but I just can't make them do it.
It is a lot smaller and it's a lot squeezed in.
Do you have the railroad right of way in front of it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's part distance.
Fast, yes.
Motion to approve.
All right, motion, Mr. Edens, is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Gordon?
Not for it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Show of hands. Opposed?
So to be.
Whoopsie.
it talked kind of specifically about keeping it in between the two vertical joints.
Two vertical relief.
Oh, wait, we're on the building?
On the building
building.
side.
The building.
Yeah, so you're still beyond those lines.
Okay, so
Maybe it's like the monument
Can
sign.
we go back to that for a minute?
It's a lot of red. I mean,
That is the branding.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you make those letters smaller, it's just so much red.
So you want it in on the line,
Within the relief lines.
The relief.
Those are coming from the-
so it has to go in like a matter of a few inches.
How far is this building off the road?
A long way.
It's been a little while.
It's closer than you think. I go by it every day.
It is.
The site makes it seem like it's far away, but it just feels closer because of the colors of the building.
Yeah, I was trying to compare that letter size to what's on like Lowe's, Target, and all those, and I think those are only 36. I mean, Lowe's might be 48.
That is big.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
say
but
They're
both of those are
thousands
not
of
on,
feet.
yeah, I understand. They're not that far.
I mean, this thing's maybe 300 feet off.
But proportionally, you want to bring it in about a foot on each side.
About 150.
Let's go there.
Yeah, I think the letters right now are 34. I mean,
30.
Probably take it down to 30, it's gonna fit inside of those.
Okay.
Those,
That's
score
10%.
marks on the
That's,
edges.
yeah, that'll work.
It's kind of a happy medium. I mean, 24, I think is too small for that
Yeah,
building.
it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, agreed.
To bring it inside of the lines. Right?
Yep. Should be 30
Go over
inches
the
to bring it
monument
inside
sign
the
one
line.
more time, please.
So scale it all down so the height of the letters is 30 inches.
Yes, and it should be between those lines. That's my motion.
No, the motion is the
And this has a thick black border, is that just a frame illustrator, or is that an actual border that's like there?
That's the actual frame.
It's a
We're
4
gonna do
inch.
a print work and then.
4 inch?
Yeah, it's
That's a very thick retainer for a cabinet.
It's
It does.
it pops.
Now,
Well,
I will say with
it's
the
red
monument,
already.
the monument sign is for that size as well. So I'm
Yeah.
generally
I don't
okay
have a
with the
problem with
monument.
the size of it, I'm just wondering if the black, there's just no black anywhere, it's just a little odd choice here, it is what it is. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, black and red look good.
Yeah, the way it works.
I'll entertain a motion with the building sign doing the 30-inch letters scaled appropriately.
Yes, sir, that's my motion.
It is. All right. Motion, Mr. Edens, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second, Mr. Jumper. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
All right, we
Building
rotate.
letters to 30 inches, the whole thing shrinks to where it's 30 inches.
Okay.
Monument sign's fine.
Monument sign's fine?
Yep.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Fifth Third Bank.
Randy
For the
Sutter,
record.
the Sonner.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
I want to say 1 and 2/3.
That's fun.
1.6.
I like that. That's catchy.
Not saying.
That's kind of catchy.
1.67 bank.
That's good.
1.675 or
Yeah.
So it's a new branch, we're taking over where the Bank of America was. And we have the monument sign going on the corner where the tall Bank of America sign was. They had a large pylon. And then we have letters on 2 sides of the building. And then 2 directions.
Does that tree interfere with at all with the monument sign?
I think that tree's gonna be taller, so you can see the monument sign
Okay.
underneath.
Yeah, how tall is it?
That's one reason that.
7 foot.
7 foot.
That's right, okay.
I think that's one reason you can't really see the Bank of America sign coming down.
Right, okay.
So it's 7.5.
I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
All right, motion, Mr. Nestor, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Hubbard. All in favor? Opposed? So moved. Thank you. Caribbean Jerk Cuisine.
While they come up, Darius has been working with this. They install signs without permit, but they're also showing that they're wanting to change the signs they installed without permit and do different sign fixes. So we let them explain it, but we showed you what they installed without permit, but then they're also proposing to change it.
Okay.
Got it.
So they're reinstalling anyway?
Correct.
Okay. Your name for the record?
Brandon Rollins.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
So this is what they installed without permit.
Is that cut in the awning done
So
as part of this installation, or was
the,
that there?
the awning was like that before this was all done. And so in here should be, we applied for permit to put, I suggested a snap frame with a piece of acrylic because there's a light behind there. I don't know who, but the last guy that cut out the awning is
So
their name.
Action Awning redid this when they redid this whole facade.
Yeah.
And they made these interchangeable panels so you wouldn't have to put lettering on awnings and have that fadedness.
Good idea.
So they actually created panels that came off that were somewhat translucent for the letters.
This still a fabric?
No, it was actually like an acrylic.
Okay.
But it was, this one actually blended in really well, the black they used with the awning. I'll let him speak to how they're gonna blend it in.
So his proposal of using a snap acrylic frame
Correct.
is kind of how it was intended to be.
Except for without.
It looks way better because there's the way they cut it, ripped or pulled it off. It's a mess. And this was the easiest, cleanest way that I could come up with to hold something and actually have that light still shine through and look good.
Now this original, when y'all originally approved this, the lettering was meant to mimic how you would apply it on an awning, which is typically a white contrasting kind of block font. They did put their little logo on there. That's how it was intended. They just tried to do it this way to circumvent, or not really circumvent, but to
Get a lighted sign.
Get a lighted sign and avert future tenant changes where you'll have issues with the awning and not have to touch the awning in this case.
Okay.
So they're coming in with that.
There's no, well, it looks like it's straight up, let's just cut out the scissors, and just shred it. And this would just cover up all the stitching and everything and be screwed to the frame behind the awning, and it would look clean. I don't know if there's another option that you want me to go with, but that's what we have come up with.
And that's staying the same.
So this, if it stays the same, if you approve the letter, and we were questioning with Darius and stuff because it said coffee and cream, it wasn't allowed because couldn't be detailed like a menu for say. We put these in, address was misunderstood of it being in North Myrtle Beach. It just got done real quick, and then he contacted us, and now I'm here trying to solve everything. If it can just stay the same, clients can be happy. If not, there should have been several, or these two options, and there's a couple other options I think. If you guys didn't approve.
What's installed is what's on the left?
Yes.
That's what's there right now.
I don't.
It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't particularly have a problem with it. It's not really a menu board item. It just is
For
what it
the
is.
other ones that they sent us, that one I do think looks the best out of them all.
The only thing I like about their option is the wood grain behind it
Yeah,
continues
matches.
as opposed to
Yeah.
being two different
Same.
backgrounds on the
Right.
panels.
So you want wood grain on the coffee and cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the left so much better than the right. I mean, I don't like the wood grain, but I like the letters on the left to remain. I don't really see the need for.
Would you rather have the yellow
So you're
behind
saying
it?
I
if we
will
were to
say I have a
Match.
big problem with the building sign.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
building.
that's
Yeah.
absolutely not,
Yeah.
both in the application of it and in the design of it. I mean, when you brand a logo and a sign is generally the logo, it's not a billboard. This is more of a billboard, if you will. So I don't think it's appropriate, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know that anything you could have done in that square I would consider appropriate either. This is just not the right way to put a sign on that awning.
I mean, it kind of says what it is and what's going on the monument sign, and then once you get to the one on the awning, it's just a bunch of.
Well, you're not gonna be able to read it.
Can't
You're not gonna be able to read it.
Right. It's just, doesn't make sense.
I mean, I hate to say it, Joe, you need only gotta come in and re-stitch a piece of fabric in and just, I mean, it's all stitched together.
Yeah.
Fix the awning and present the sign that goes, however it's
Just
supposed
white
to.
letters. It's just
Would you want it to be white letters like the other
Yeah,
one?
it's-
And just say Caribbean jerk, per se?
Yeah, because it just really is so much that you can't, it doesn't make sense. and it's too
That's
hard to
fine.
read.
So I'll get a hold of it, I'll let the client know that they have to we'll find an awning company to fix that, and then I'll resubmit with the white
Let's go ahead
letter.
and do a motion to split if everybody's okay.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
good. Second.
Motion to split, Mr. Nazar, second, Mr. Edens, all in favor? Any opposed? So moved. Go to the freestanding sign first.
You want us to do that?
I'm fine with it either way, I'll leave it alone.
I like the one on the left better,
Yeah.
the one that's there. Yeah.
So I'll try it, I'll try a motion to leave it as installed. Motion to approve as installed.
Second.
Second, Ms. Booth, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
So moved.
And then the windows are okay?
No, so now we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about the building.
But, okay, so just like before they had stickers on both
They
doors,
did.
these are workable doors
Yeah.
with wires in. I don't see, but which door is really, where it says open are the doors that you actually want them to use, is that correct? Well,
I've never been
obviously,
inside.
yeah.
I haven't been inside.
That side panel has it.
Yeah, it's not needed on the side panel with the freestanding sign.
Okay.
No.
And I would pick one set of doors at your main
To keep
doors
them up.
to keep the logos, any two
Yeah.
logos.
The one that says
And
open,
then we need to
obviously.
figure out a different
Okay.
awning, so.
Yeah.
That'll work, so I'll take down, whatever doors that they use, I'll take the opposite ones off, and then I'll resubmit for the awning.
We'll go ahead and give it a denial, so make a motion to
Well,
deny.
you could approve just 2 graphics on the doors with everything else being denied if you want to give them a sign for the time being.
Can I ask you this, what is the possibility of them not doing anything to the awning?
We're gonna make them repair it. If they
At the
don't,
very least,
if they don't put a sign face in it that y'all approve.
then I'm fine with it, then let's make a motion to approve.
Permission to
Cheryl's-
speak?
Just the owner.
Come on down, that sign in.
Is that okay? All right, I'm good.
Your name, sir?
Come on, friend.
You swear to tell the
Come
truth,
on.
whole truth, nothing but
I
the truth?
do.
Never met him either. Didn't even know he was here.
Not a clue.
So this is, obviously this is our second location. We have one in Conway, and we're trying to maintain a brand similar to Harbor Freight and all of them. Again, to go black and white, it would just would completely go off of what we,
So you can present a colorful sign on the awning, it just has to be a sign that's mounted on the awning in such a way that actually works and it's
Okay.
meant to be.
Not a sign
patch
box
job,
look.
yeah.
similar to what he.
So you're more than welcome to patch it just as is with black and then present a sign that goes on top of it or above it or wherever you want it, we'll consider it.
Yeah, we're just trying to get the light.
You're not
correct.
restricted to the black and white
Yeah.
letters on there.
And maybe you just want your name up there with your logo.
Okay.
Maybe it needs to be
We
something.
would encourage that on the awning for
Absolutely.
consistency with the other
Yes.
signage on the awning.
Okay.
Like you've got your branding, your logo on the doors, we're okay with that, the sign at the street.
Right.
You just don't need to repeat it again and then cause visual clutter across that
Yeah,
whole
it
building.
looks cluttered, yes.
I think for that
Something
awning,
simple,
I think
we've
for that
arrived,
awning placement,
we're in the
the
right place, yeah.
Caribbean jerk,
Yeah.
or Caribbean flavor, or jerk, whatever he says, on the board,
Right.
could go on the awning. You don't need everything else.
Yeah, agreed.
And the windows, as
Simple.
far as windows, could we have additional window things on the window, just expressing some of the other services we offer, or? We have 2 of the units, pretty much, A and B, and then. on
Which
the other
doors do you
side-
Which
use?
doors are you
This
using?
is their main entrance.
This
Okay.
one or this
Okay.
one?
This one.
So we're gonna have to take those off.
yeah.
Yes.
And I think we're planning to do some outdoor. there
And we
as
have to
well.
take that off.
There's nothing there.
Okay, I didn't put nothing there.
Okay. So you'll keep them on the 2 doors with the open,
Okay.
and then come back with an option for the awning. And once again, if you got 2 units, you can center that logo in the awning, or if you just want to patch that and move it, you can keep it there. I mean, I think we'll look at a couple different options there. It doesn't have to be restricted to where you're doing the patch.
You won't have any other window graphic room for anything else, you're saying, or just?
You're going to try to, we don't do menu
He's
boards.
asking
You
added
wanted to put
services.
others, we don't do that.
We typically don't do that.
Maybe-
You can present something
Yeah.
and we can look at it. It's kind of hard for us to say yes or no without seeing it.
Okay.
We have allowed some extra services type things as long as it's not a full menu board type setup.
Okay.
And
Are
It's gotta be
sandwiches,
patiently-
sandwich boards or anything like that permitted out there during the day if they bring them in or no?
That's a bad question.
Code question, I'm
Just
not
give
sure.
it Darius, he can verify.
And then this side being a complete opposite street side, would not be able to have a logo on that side.
Not with, cause of the freestanding sign.
Okay. Different side of the street, right?
But give us some options on the windows if you want to do something. Keep it simple.
Okay, got it.
Well, we haven't got a full motion yet.
Yeah, we haven't got a full.
Thank you, that's what I was just.
So on this portion of it, we'll make a motion to approve 2 window graphics on the operable doors only. And that's that.
Yes.
I'll second that.
Second, Mr. Hubbard, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. And if you get us something by, is it Monday? Is it this Monday or
this
next Monday?
coming.
This Monday, you can be on the next agenda for the August 4th meeting. 6th.
August 6th.
By this Monday.
Yes.
The 20th.
20th.
20th,
Yes.
okay.
20th submittal for a August 6th.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, salt and honey? Your name for the record?
Michael Callahan?
And you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes. Special to Brick.
I did? I can't fault him for that. Is there a second?
Sorry, I got gun happy. Trigger happy.
It's,
I mean, is this logo the same as the one that's on the freestanding sign?
yes,
These are
Yeah.
lit channel letters, correct?
backlit.
Individually mounted, or is it on the raceway?
It's gonna be mounted directly to the building.
Like pin
And of course,
mounted?
this will just be circuit graphics. LED backlit.
And they're only a foot tall.
That motion still stands, I'll second that.
Yeah.
All right, motion, Mr. Eden.
For the weather.
Second, Mr. Benesra. All in favor? Opposed? So moved. Thank you. Did I not swear him in?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the comment you said.
We all get confused.
You didn't catch it either? Okay, sorry.
You swore me, but I didn't hear it.
Just as
In your mind, you did.
I do a lot of stuff in my mind.
Yeah.
Golden Bites Brunchery. Name for the record?
Napa Sweet.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
So for context on this one, Darius has been working with them. They installed a sign that didn't quite meet the specs that y'all approved. So what they're asking for is what they installed with the addition that, I think they did add the address on there, but we just want to make sure that what they're asking for is what they actually installed.
So the original was 8 and this one's 9.
There was 6-inch border on each side, which.
That's right, okay.
That and the screen was a little bit different,
Mhm.
just minor things, but it added up to a lot.
Yeah. And they just painted it white at the same time.
Yeah, the inconsistent of the brick, that's why we had to paint it. No, it's not, it don't look good also, they have to paint it white.
Do we have any pictures of it from the sides? Is it wrapped around pretty well?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
looks
It's
good.
wrapped
Cabinets,
around.
cabinets
It's
enclosed with the stone.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion, Mr. Benesra. Second, Mr. Hubbard. All in favor?
I
Any
have a
opposed?
question.
Oh,
When did we approve them painting the whole building white?
That'll be on the, should be on the next agenda. They're primering it for potential paint that they're gonna present.
So it's not gonna stay white?
Yeah, they painted it with primer and then they're coming back to you guys for the final color.
Okay, it is white.
Glows in the door.
Glows in the dark.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Don't give them any ideas.
The motion.
Get rid of that. Yeah.
You got Myrtle Beach Seafood as well?
Yes, sir.
You're still under
Oh, boy.
It's just, kind of letters on, inch thick, just plus amount, no light to the building. And then, those is the vinyl graphics, I didn't install them, so they just, bilingual. I think that what they try to shoot for, but
Some of them are there already and they're asking for more.
Yeah. Wow.
The vinyl is installed, not the main sign, correct?
Correct.
Vinyl is-
We
Okay.
do have this sign.
Right, we approved that one.
In Kroger. In
Well,
Fairfield.
obviously, it's a as long as it's a very large, extensive menu board.
That Myrtle Beach needs to be sized down to fit within the confines of the word seafood. There's no reason for Myrtle Beach to be 20 foot.
It doesn't need to be any wider than the canopy.
Yeah.
Right.
I think seafood is
Yeah.
proportionally sized, and Myrtle Beach can be sized down to fit within the same length.
I don't think any of it needs to be 20 inches tall, to be
Yeah.
honest. I mean, we're 30 feet off the road.
I mean,
Right,
it's
they're right on
it's
the
like
road.
this.
And, I mean, talk about a menu board in the windows.
Yes.
It's gotta go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
That's
just,
gotta,
Gotta go.
I mean,
that's gotta,
it's Myrtle Beach seafood, that's what it is.
Correct. And then they have a board on the freestanding sign.
That's right,
Right.
you can change, yeah.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and advertise on that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the right size is, but, I mean, I would say somewhere between 12 to 14 inch letters
Yeah.
for the letter heights, as opposed to 20 there.
For the whole thing?
Well, I mean,
Each letter.
the
Like I
Myrtle
said, I don't
Beach.
think the Myrtle Beach is necessary.
Oh, it's the name of
You
their-
have 19
it's
inches.
the name of their establishment.
Yeah. I tell you what,
I think when you shrink that from 20 to 12, the Myrtle Beach is not gonna overhang as much as it is. I mean, proportionally, it's still gonna overhang.
I want to make a motion to deny the entire thing based on 604A5, and then if you'd like to bring back any number of options, whether the Myrtle Beach is small and the seafood is big and the whole thing is larger, or you want to shrink everything to where it's manageable, I'm perfectly okay with either one of those. That's up to you, but none of the menu items on the windows is acceptable. Agreed. The entire thing is.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Ms. Booth. Any further discussion?
What was the item number for the?
A5.
A5, okay.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Got that? Got that.
Can you, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the letters off the window then.
Ming's Beauty Bar.
We're here, and we're here.
Ming's Beauty Bar.
Going once.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Can,
10 units.
FYI, this one
Is up.
It's
is,
already up.
Yeah.
we had there's a few on this
Well,
agenda that were.
We can go ahead and deny
Is
this.
this an existing box or is that a new box?
It was new.
It's a new box.
Yeah, we can deny it.
That would have been great, of a capsule use instead of a box use.
Yeah.
I think we've had this shopping center several times and we made everybody bring it up to channel.
Yeah.
That one and the one next door to it are the only two boxes left.
Yeah.
The rest of them are
Right.
channel.
Yeah.
Right. We can-
Motion to deny 604.8.5.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Ms. Gordon. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. All right. Value Systems. Name for the record?
That's
Same building.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes. You did the couple of neighboring units
Yeah.
lately, but not this one. Now, they had a sign up,
Yeah, that's right.
and they are rearranging the units, that's why they.
Okay. Okay.
So on this one here, it's just a direct print ACM with 1-inch acrylic value system, so 1-inch acrylic.
Everything else glass.
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Mr. Eden.
Second.
Second, Ms. Gordon. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. All right, Vision Art Gallery, still on growth?
Yes, sir. Just some simple vinyl graphics applied to the awning on the front and then on both ends.
I get the size.
Yeah.
Motion to approve.
It's hard to put a plate sign on that, but
Second.
that's a nice code.
I'll second.
All right, motion, Mr. Hubbard, second, Mr. Jumper. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Thank you. Management Solutions. Now y'all know how all the building applications feel.
I see you getting antsy.
Name for the record?
Tracy Cleaver, 4 Falls Church Avenue.
Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth? Then,
It's fine. So,
everything in there is a flat vinyl
yeah,
on that box.
yeah.
Is it everything on there
Yeah.
that we're looking at?
That's just the
you-
Community Management Solutions.
Yeah.
They went in and installed the top, got the top billing
Is that
panel.
phone number on Seascape's bar down here? Cause it's crooked, is that it? It's driving me insane.
That's existing.
That's driving me crazy, I can't even look at
We can look at that as a.
it. No, I'm not.
business
I'm just
area.
It- Okay, all the other signs on this monument sign are what?
It's all flat acrylic,
Yeah, that's what I thought,
or flat vinyl rather.
yeah.
This is one of those side streets off of 21st.
Here's where it was before. It was- It's always been flat, it's an old sign cabinet.
Right.
Make a
But it's
motion
got some
to
shape.
approve site specific.
Second.
We were told when we had talked to the,
We have a motion.
Motion, Mr. Benazara, second, Mr. Edens. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? See?
You're all set.
Not always.
Mansell,
Yes, sir.
name for the record.
Jimmy Cummins.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And I assume it's just one?
Well,
Well, it's two properties.
yeah, it is two separate parcels. That's why we outlined it here this way, because they're actually, because of two separate parcels.
Two signs.
Two signs.
Okay.
Two parcels, two signs.
Okay.
All right.
We recently leased this property, and when we moved in, Elliott Realty's sign was still up there. We were having people coming in consistently, because they haven't changed their address on Google. So we put our logo on the sign.
Your sign is, this particular sign is what?
It's just,
That's the bottom one,
Yeah.
okay.
Existing
Oh,
frame.
obviously, that one.
this one came from our old property when we were on 3201 Mr. Joe White Avenue. We just hadn't had time to paint it yet, but our intentions were to bring it up to par with paint.
You mean the post that you're mounting it on?
So one of these is on Oak Street, one of these is on 19th?
No.
Yes. That's correct.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, you're correct.
But
Here we go. It's here, and then that's actually the separate parcel that they're using for the parking lot.
Oh, right
It's
there.
not a storage yard. We've got a statement from them. They're not their own parking admin office vehicles. This is only admin location. But again, they wanted to denote parking since there's no real parking for that old parcel.
And the main reason we put the sign in the back is so other people wouldn't continuously take up the lot, while we're there. Even on the weekends too.
It's an interesting,
Yeah.
in quote, situation. If this was two separate owners on two separate lots, we would probably look for some consistency, particularly if we had given direction to one of the owners and the kind of sign we wanted them to use. So it's of a similar standard and quality. But they could obviously say different things, right? So when we look at this, it's the same business, two different lots, two completely, totally different signs. I'll ask a question. You did that to basically just use what was out there and then just move your other sign there.
Correct.
Sounds like you're leaning towards that was sort of a temporary solution for you, but we
This-
don't consider it that way. So
This right here would have been a permanent solution for us, because it's an existing sign. We took Elliott's vinyl off and put
Right.
ours on,
Yeah.
which is our logo. You can see our trucks going down the road.
Understood.
Yeah, but that, you had this already, you just took it from
No,
someone
no,
else.
no, they had these, they have
So
the
you had,
sandblasted.
you had this
Sandblasted
one
when they had-
constructed.
yes.
Well, it's the piece, it's basically a banner,
Yes,
is that what it is?
yes.
Right, it's a flat sign face.
It's just a piece of acrylic plastic. And we just
Right.
had a
Printed
piece
on.
of, that's right.
Okay.
But I would say that the way that this sign is designed, with the intricacy of the wiring, the plumbing, the water, visually, it's pretty interesting.
It is.
And
Yeah.
if we were to rebuild that cabinet today, I mean, I think the only thing that would get any dimension on it would be mantle itself.
Yeah, I agree. No, I don't have a problem.
And it's kind of got
It's
the
just that
3D
they're
print to it, but.
Same business, two totally different signs.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
consistency.
if they were two different lots, two different,
Yeah.
we might want some consistency.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Consistency is important, I think.
We use the same font, we
Okay.
use the same colors.
Yeah, I mean, that is our logo. I mean, that's our brand.
You're gonna make that blue match that blue, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna bring, our intentions were to bring the existing sign that we brought from our old lot up to par with the new sign up front as far as coloring goes.
Okay, so you're going to paint
The
and
wooden
repair
sign.
these posts for this.
Correct.
He's gonna repaint the entire sign.
The entire sign. we're gonna
Okay,
repaint
and
that.
then, so.
Landscaping.
And landscaping, it does need that. And then you're going to put raised letters on the other sign?
No.
No, it's flat, but I think we need to request that. Is there anything else that needs to be raised? Needs to be a totally different sign? Where we going?
I mean, I'm generally fine with it. I mean, that's a very small sign on Oak Street. I mean,
And they had character with it when we got it from Everett to match the house. That's kind of where the character came from.
Yeah, that was existing prior to us getting it.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that's,
Site specific.
it's a nice location, that's a nice building.
We love it.
Yeah, it really
That's
is.
right, what
I've always admired that building.
The next section, you might get 6 cars a day.
Yeah.
yeah.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
With painting.
The existing
Existing
same.
same.
I think site specific, right?
Motion, Mr. Hubbard, second, Mr. Jumper. All in favor? Any opposed? So moved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Litza Associates. Did I say that right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people want to get
You need more water?
You Litza?
How do you say your,
That's my client, it's Ulitza.
Ulitza? Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna ask that question. Isn't this the building where,
Used to
The
be the old
lawnmower
machine
repair.
shop. Lawnmower repair, yeah.
It's a lawnmower repair.
For long,
Yeah,
for
the
years.
Google, like Google Maps, it looks terrible, like what it was
Yeah.
compared to what it is now.
but wasn't Nick and I proposing a
Yeah, the
second floor
two-story.
something
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
this
the
one?
attorney.
Yeah.
Now, remember
Or is
the,
that the next block down?
that's,
the
remember
block
the attorney, yeah.
Not the same. They did recently redo this building with that kind of wood facade, and they actually made it separate units, and what they're proposing is this rear unit, so we clarified that right here. But I'll let you swear it.
Name for the record?
John Cassidy.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, we're doing a blade sign and door signage?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's right, so door signage is
And
just
this
vinyl.
is down the side street of Third Avenue, not on Broadway, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
I think it looks really nice. Motion to approve.
Motion, Mr. Edens, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Hubbard, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you guys very much.
Did you sign in?
I did not. Look at that, breaking the rules.
Just don't steal the pen?
It doesn't work.
It only happens about 3 times a meeting?
Well, that's a nice pen. Let's see.
Thank you all for what you do. Appreciate you putting your time in.
Thank you.
All right, Lotus?
Well, you still got building applications, you might call for a pizza.
We can,
Good afternoon.
if you want, we can give you a continuance to the end of the agenda.
Okay.
He can't hear none of what y'all are saying anyway, so he don't care.
Good afternoon, Ron Kim with Steinworks.
You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Certainly do. Okay, this is the existing sign here. You've got that one entrance here, and then you go to the light, take another right, and you can come in on the back side of the building. People are going by and they're getting confused, so we wanted just to add this single face, 1-inch PVC routed blade sign that just stick out on the end and lets them know there's additional parking in the back.
And that is going right there?
Right, it goes right here, and it just directs people to go this way to all this parking. Most people are going down to the stop sign and then having to come to the back, so it's a little confusing.
What's the back of the sign gonna look like?
It's just the same as the wall, same color.
He
Here,
said
just,
single sided.
it's just flat.
No, it's one-sided.
So 1-inch PVC with a stud into it.
Oh, just for the parking, that's right, the load is double
Yeah.
wide, because it's.
Yeah, the parking sign panel is one-sided.
Okay.
Motion to.
The load is proposed on the top, that's existing.
That's existing.
Yeah, so it's just the parking sign.
Right, that's all it is.
Give a motion.
They were gonna put a parking sign here, and I said, why don't you just put a blade in the end?
That works.
way It makes a little more sense.
It does make more sense.
All right, there was a motion by Mr. Nezar, a second by Mr. Edens. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So moved.
Most of the time, I always appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, see you. Have a good one.
I like this. Most of the time.
Please tell your council members.
That's right.
Lux Apartments,
Sign in.
your name for the record.
Snyder, West Front.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
Is this a square or a V?
It's a B.
It's a V. What's the third side look like? Anything?
Flat on the back.
Flat on the back.
Well, they're wanting to put some palms, anchors with palms on either side and on the back side.
So you have a palm kind of coming up through the middle of it?
That's the old sign that got demolished by a car.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's no longer there, obviously.
It's like a bomb head.
Yeah.
Nice sign.
I like
It
this.
is
I like
very,
this.
very nice. And the addition of the palms to make it look really more
Motion
buttons.
to approve.
Motion, Mr. Jumper.
I'll second it.
Second, Mr. Hubbard. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
South Carolina Federal Credit Union. Your name for the record.
Shelby Bates, Miller Signs.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Backlit Raceway.
Yes, sir. We'd like to replace the sign that is currently there. It's kind of hard to see from the other part.
Those letters are internally lit with day, night, and
Yes.
backlit halo as well.
Yes.
Will you
Or no,
paint
not
that?
halo.
Not halo.
Not
It
halo?
looks halo.
It does look halo.
Oh. No, they're just.
Or is that just the light from the face of the letters
Yeah,
in
it's
your
like in the
rendering?
face of the letters. I think that's the artist.
So just
that added
straight
that there.
internally illuminated?
Correct.
Will you paint that white stripe to get rid of it, the trim
Yes.
piece?
Yes.
The blue?
They're gonna, yes, they're gonna repaint that.
Motion to approve.
Do you want it painted at the bottom beneath the awnings or
No,
just at
not
the top above
necessarily.
the awning?
Not necessarily, just
Because I think it's a bat and it just got to continue all the way up or something.
Yeah, but there's the is the awning
The awning
separate?
breaks. The awning's up
Yeah,
there.
the awning
Yeah,
breaks.
but he's.
Yeah, the awning breaks. I just want to know if you want it all the way down or not.
I don't care either way, as long as it's
I'd
not
break it at
interrupting
the
the
awning.
sign, I'm okay with it.
Okay. I understand that.
Yes.
Paint the white strip from the top of the awning to the bottom of the cornice.
Yep.
Trim.
Blue.
Blue.
Same
match the
match
wall.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Match the wall. All right.
And repairs to the.
And
Repairs for the existing. All right. Who's the second?
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Jumper. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Thank you.
We're halfway there. Halfway. Right. Let's find out who's on. Long Bay. Is it Springfield?
Anthony Carmola with Duo Carmola Architects.
And you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes. We are looking at doing a couple things, a marquee sign along the front along Main Street. By the way, this property is located right around the corner over at corner of Oak and Main. We're kind of the end unit of the Chapin building. So, yeah, it's lovely. Dealing with a bit of the architecture that's there. And we're also looking at, if you go to the next page,
awning on the side door?
Yeah, just a canvas awning on the side door, and then two logo and individual letter signs on the front and the back.
I've got a couple questions for you. One of them's not necessarily in our purview, but I'm just very curious because I know how that building's constructed. How in the world are you supporting that thing?
Well, this is, I want to get the approval first so that we can then do the investigation with our structural engineer.
Okay.
It's a CMU, the wall itself right now is obviously it's a CMU.
But I know those
construction.
windows, if you go back and look at the existing building photo, and I don't know that this one in particular is a problem, those arches used to be windows, and the windows are still existing in there, and they just covered them up. There's still glass in that wall.
I mean, I've been in there many times.
They covered it up on the backside too.
Yeah.
Well, they framed over it.
They did?
Okay. Yeah.
So you might have an issue there, but.
Well, we're talking.
That now open bay.
We're talking right here.
Same deal.
That bay.
Yep, same deal.
Well, at part of a previous approval by a different architect and designer, we are reshaping that a little bit. If you can go back to the plan.
That was going to be my next question. How are you handling the archway in relation to the sign?
Right.
Great question. I can't answer that. I wasn't the architect for it. But I'm sorry, go to the elevations on the next sheet. Yeah, you can see here that what's happening here is this door and new walls are being constructed. It's like they're taking it out, putting in brand new storefront, brand new stucco bottom panels. This door and transom are sitting back in about 3 feet to let the doors come in. So this is all getting restructured.
Okay.
It hasn't been done yet. We are trying to get the approval for the marquee so that we can kind of fall in line with what's being done there. I do envision that we are going to most likely have to introduce a little bit of steel on the inside of the building that can take shape within the new walls that we're doing to help support the 8-foot canopy marquee that we want to do.
Do you have a sign company already lined up to build the marquee?
Crazy Ron Kim is probably well, the marquee itself, no, but the panel ones are probably going to get Ron to do. Marquee sign, not yet. We're working on getting that in there.
You need to look at the materiality of that relative to the weight.
Yes.
That's a big old chunk of.
That you need to do that.
It's got to be as light as possible.
Yes.
Yes, and I don't know the answers to that yet, of course, but.
My last item I've got for you is in regard to the awning. There used to be a small arched awning over that door that drove me nuts because it was just over the door. I personally think that awning needs to extend the full archway width and not just the door. Just seems kind of odd breaking that archway to me.
One thing we tried not to do is, since that's the back door to the Long Bay Theater entrance, is where the parking is, so everyone who comes here is going to park, but they're actually going to go around to the front. Oh my God, I've never seen this picture before. But anyway,
Painted that on.
But what we're trying to do is make that kind of the employee entrance, so not give it a lot of emphasis.
Yeah, but that's also the side that you're looking at with the new 501 realignment.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have
a
lot
issue.
to ask to just wipe out these arches completely and just flatten the building.
I think there's getting ready to come a building design for this entire thing in front of us. They're headed, it's just not there yet.
The problem is the positioning of all these awnings and everything is dependent on these arches, and then at some point, I think it's totally appropriate to say we don't need these arches there, and you're doing enough work to justify.
Yeah, because when Aaron was
Yeah,
here.
that's keeping with the original architecture of the building too.
Just saying, I agree with him, but that canopy right there at the end of an arch is kind of a
Yeah, that
weird
one's kind of
situation.
Once again, I think if you cover the entire top of the arch, the other two kind of still look
And the
okay.
door being
We still
all
work.
left of it.
When Aaron was here, I asked her if they were going to actually redo the facade, but she said that may be a consideration at some point.
They're working on it.
This is a time capsule, right? So
Yes.
the original building as a Spanish colonial,
right.
charming, building that was in the same spirit of the Broadway theater, had certain elements and details to it that were consistent in the original design language. Over the years, it's been changed, and a variety of different fenestration patterns and sizes, and it was changed for practical purposes, I'm sure. there really is, there's a real opportunity here to unify this and to lean in on that Spanish colonial character and heritage. I just would hate to see simple stopgap moves made and approved that then make it very difficult to later go back. Now, I'm also not of a mind to put any roadblocks in front of the Long Bay Theater, because this is an incredible opportunity for them, for the Chapin Foundation, for all of these things, right, to put another active use out here.
Absolutely.
That will eventually take advantage of Main Street going away and being a pedestrian connection. I mean, there's just so many reasons to do this. And when Main Street goes away, they're going to probably get that triangle that's left over by Main Street going away.
Yeah, okay.
And so then there's going to be yet another opportunity. So there's two ways to look at this, and I realize I'm just going on about this, but what I think the chairman is saying is, like, you could do a better job integrating the stopgap on the awning. I don't know exactly what that is, but just sort of following suit with the way
No,
it's
it's interesting to hear what you guys are saying. We always kind of saw it as the back.
Yeah.
Because it is, and it always has been the back, but
this is going to
it's not going to be the back.
In terms of utility, it is the back, of course, but as far as pedestrian traffic, it's not the back.
Not at all. You're gonna
Once again, you're going to be sitting at a stoplight staring at that awning and that side of
Do you
it.
see the Main Street USA sort of design for all this integrating well with the Spanish traditional?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
You want that. You want
Do you
variety.
think it's a,
You want-
do you think
variety,
a way
yes.
to, I mean, do you think there's a color scheme issue here, or do you think there's anything that's kind of?
Yeah, I think it's, you want to lean in on that architectural heritage.
Yeah,
You know,
agreed.
it's not a historic preservation tax credit play. So yeah, you've got more, right? But this is one of the contributing properties to the historic district.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
so we do need to pay attention to that, but you're not tied to like somehow bringing it back exactly to its glory days. We're just saying, boy, it'd be a real opportunity here to, at least for the next thing that you do, number one, recognize how visually important that side of the building is gonna be in a year.
But I
Yeah,
am
you're
personally
probably-
fine with the canopy idea, and I think it might change once they get into a structural component of it, so.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah.
would almost downgrade this to conceptual, so they can move forward.
Yes.
And maybe we get a look at the building between there, and they can figure some of this out and take a look at that side and see if they want to adjust the signage in place or the
Would that
awnings.
allow you to move forward? Is an idea that we're generally okay with the direction you're going, just needs a little?
Absolutely. The marquee is really the kind of the emphasis that we're trying to talk about here, and it sounds like it's more a little bit about the rear, calling it the rear.
Yeah.
501 side awning, and that is, as you can tell, it's a pretty basic awning. It was
Yeah.
more tying the canvas and color back in, but we stylistically, we can certainly look at how it ties into the building.
My only concern on the marquee, and this has nothing to do with how you've designed it or where it's going on this building. My concern with the marquee is just thinking about this use right across from Coastal Carolina Performing Arts Center, what that sign is gonna be, since this sign is based on the historic nature of what was over that door.
Right.
Do we get two of the same signs within a block of each other at some point?
Look
Is that okay?
We'll
Just-
establish a
just
district
question.
feel that's very appropriate for.
Yeah, the basic structure.
Just a question I had in my mind
Yeah.
when I saw this and was thinking about it.
What we're doing on the theater is we're doing our best to put in place what was historically there.
Right.
That's, so that we didn't design it per se, it's like, this is what it looked like.
But Jim, how does it
Historic.
compare to what he?
More the better. In my-
Hopefully it
yeah.
kind of balances the street a little
Yes.
bit, you know?
Establishing the art district there is very important. I think helps.
But it's simple.
Yeah.
So let's make a motion to downgrade to conceptual.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Ms. Booth, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Thanks.
Got any more questions for us? Do I gotta give my spiel to you that we've downgraded you to conceptual to get a little bit more information? We're generally happy with the direction you're going. We're gonna take you a look at the back of the building, what you consider the back of the building, we consider the face of the building.
I'll look at the back of the building. That is, it's really the front of the building and the structure is what I'm thinking about right now.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Walmart, 2870. Name for the record?
David Orcutt.
You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Just for y'all, all 4 items all include the building modifications and a sign package.
Some site
Some
modifications
site
too, right?
modifications on what would be on both markets, the pharmacy side of the building.
We've seen.
We saw this last time with the big grayness. What have you done from the color standpoint?
Yeah, so we've been adding more of the light gray to break up the dark gray. So we've added on the architectural elements present on the building, the light gray.
That's not a lot.
Still a lot of dark.
Yeah.
We are seeing this in 2D and 3D would translate a little bit better, but it's definitely not a
True.
whole lot of work.
Maybe the,
So where you've got clouds is where you changed, just to be clear.
Yes.
I
Okay.
think basically where we've got the light banding, go back to your picture. The light banding on the sides, they're keeping in a light gray, and where we've got the regular taupe or tan or whatever you want to call that color is the dark gray.
and originally the
Similar
upper-
color scheme to what, similar, I guess, color application as to what's there today. It's just going to darken it a lot.
Yeah, the building's getting much darker until it fades.
Originally, the top of the building was a light color, and now you've got it dark on the flat part of the building.
They did, at least, for the most part, respect the detail of the.
Yeah, they did.
Which is one of
And
the.
then we also brought that
Is it
feature back on the corner.
That's correct.
That's their entire.
That's the way they want it.
That's the way it works. As it fades, you still have a nice clean building.
Behind the awnings, painting the accent color as well.
Are you painting the roofs too?
No, the roofs
They're
are,
already bronze.
Yeah.
yes.
Make sure.
So we got bronze against gray.
Yes.
Sorry, it's presented as the same color, isn't it?
It's sort of.
I mean, I think in sunlight, that's gonna be a lot lighter than it actually shows. Right.
The state bronze might tighten the bricks a little bit better. That gray is kind of harsh against the brick.
Would you guys like to see it lighten up a little bit?
These are their colors. that
Well,
they're-
I think the sun will lighten it up.
It's community appearance board.
I understand.
The billboard sign effect is not gonna go away no matter how many details they add to the building. And that's really what the purpose of this is.
My challenge for these is, I understand the color theory application to this on a super center that's in the middle, or not necessarily in the middle of an urban area. Their whole philosophy when they started these neighborhood markets was, we were going to integrate ourselves into the communities, smaller store, easier access, your day-to-day pickup items, so you don't have to go to a superstore every time. And now they are treating these as superstore boxes
Fragments.
from their
Yes.
color
Right.
application.
Yes.
And I personally wouldn't want that as the entrance to my neighborhood.
Yeah, they don't integrate as well as, as it has.
I mean, I don't dislike what they're doing, but I don't think it's appropriate for the type store and the locations and the entries to the neighborhoods that they sit at. I mean, it's gonna be the first thing, I know we're not talking about it, but it's gonna be the first thing you see when you go into the Market Common off of 17. This whole section going up into 38 into the school district area. I mean, when I sit here and think about that the elementary and middle schools got more architectural design and color to it than a Walmart that's got billions, I just have a hard time with it, personally.
Yeah, I agree, it does not integrate as well.
It's depressing looking.
It is. It's very blah.
It's
Do
industrial.
I think what they've done on the fuel center in this application for this location is appropriate? If we can look at the fuel center, of course, I know it's the next item, but we're essentially kind of looking at the same parcel,
Right.
right?
Oh, right.
I don't mind the fuel center with the size of that building, the way the canopy's done with the pop of color.
Well, it's
and
in
those.
keeping
I
with
think
what,
it brightens it up, but
Yeah.
just
Joint
a challenge
billboard
with
too.
it.
Yeah. Big sun.
Would you like the darker color used more as an accent?
Maybe flipping it, it actually would integrate better, I think.
regardless of what you do, that blue generates a massive amount of contrast.
For sure.
Whatever
Yeah.
color is gonna be behind it, it's
Strong.
gonna stick out just like that.
Yeah, it's strong color.
You know, currently, the entire gable that the sign sits on matches the building, and so there's not a huge contrast, there's obviously a sign. But now that entire gable face becomes a sign.
Yeah.
It's very overwhelming.
It is.
It's more so than the gray, because really you can contest that the gray versus the tan that's there now, similar. Maybe a little bit more variety in the tan that we have right now, but not much more. That blue is really what shocks the system when you're looking at it. It's-
Well, that's what they want you to see.
I know, I know,
Yes,
that's the entire
It's
point of
true.
this. I don't think we'll be able to drive that out.
That's what they do.
The contrast is gonna be something that you can't fix by, you know, imposing more variety on the rest of the building.
Well, I mean, I think if they wanted to go to this, there are different architectural elements you could add to the building to break that large expanse of
Like we're looking
gray
at on the
up.
left, it's
Yeah.
broken up all over the place, but still you have that billboard effect.
Well, it's gray now.
Yeah, it's gray now too, yeah.
Well, would it help to paint that area right there, the lighter color, to break it up a little
To
bit?
divide the space.
That color here.
And where's that middle section?
And there's just no accent to that building other than the two towers on each side and the blue for the Walmart.
Right.
That's about it.
I mean, everything, we kind of took the Walmart back in the day to revitalize that shopping center and to give a little bit of oomph to the area, and it worked. There's a lot of other businesses that have come into that shopping center, and honestly, once again, it's kind of.
I have to say, we have another item on the agenda later on today, it's the food line in that other shopping center, and it's done so well, like, this is the
Yes.
way to bring in
Yeah.
a
Yes,
Agreed.
yes.
This is just completely opposite.
And once again, this is not a super center, this is a grocery store.
That's right, that's all it is.
There's a difference in these types of Walmarts.
To help with the feedback for this gentleman here, how about, would y'all entertain just painting that blue and leaving everything else alone?
I mean, I would almost be a little bit more inclined to that, but it's just, I don't think the blue is as stark as it comes out on his rendering when you see it in real life.
yeah.
Do we have
It
the
is still
actual,
stark.
do we have the
It's
actual
different, yeah.
gray, the actual colors, do we have the color samples?
Pardon?
Do we have the actual color samples, the gray?
Then I believe the other
They're
store has been
proprietary.
painted, the
Dark
previous
baby, true
project.
blue. That's about as
Dark gray.
dark and medium.
There
Well, to the point as you can get.
It is, it's what they put on Sam's Club, it's what
That's
they
right.
put on super
Their-
centers.
It's
And
their
once again,
colors.
I think those colors are kind of
6.
appropriate for those big boxes because it makes it generally go away.
True.
I don't think we're trying to make the elements of this building and a grocery store, a small box in a neighborhood go away because we just don't want to have to deal with it and maintain it.
And to regularize it with every other
Yes. Yes.
Walmart.
That's my
Oh,
challenge,
it's
is the fact that they are
Yeah, it
neighborhood.
blends much better to the
Yeah, it's
neighborhood.
much better to the community,
Yeah.
the colors it is now.
Right. Just add the blue, I guess, and be done with
They don't even need to add that, I mean, they got
it. Well, I'd rather not
green
do
I don't think
neighborhood
anything you're saying
market.
is incorrect. I really don't. I just don't know how to drive that in the direction that would be appropriate with the direction that they're going.
I mean, I think putting the Walmart sign up on what's existing would be a perfectly reasonable application of their branding on the existing building without really even having to change it, to be honest. I think that building needs to work, and I think what this is doing some of the repairs to that
Yeah,
EFS and a
and
couple other things that needs to be done to that building. I appreciate that, but, I mean, just reworking that little bit of EFS there on the left-hand side, I mean, you could still do that in today's existing color and just freshen the paint up and.
Well, and like I said before, this is entirely subjective, whether they're the cream tones or the gray tones, and that would be okay. With gray tones, with as much variety as these earth tones, and the application, like I said, of that massive gable in the front where the sign is, you could do this in a grayscale and be just fine.
You could.
You don't have to maintain the earth tone.
Yeah, it could be something, but I just think a dark gray on a dark brick with a dark roof and dark shutters, I mean, if you were to lighten that entire palette up, so you still get some contrast between them,
Yeah.
would be appropriate.
All I'm saying is whether it's gray or tan, the palette needs that much variety and
It
that much
does.
contrast within it.
Well, I think Jim's comment about saying if they flip the color.
Well, I mean, that would help.
Would help.
but I think we're
Still
also
the
saying
same.
that you're honoring, I call it honoring for a Walmart neighborhood market, right? They really made an attempt with these. We have many presentations from the architect. I think her name was Sunny, maybe, I can't remember for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
That really spent a lot of time with us and talked specifically about how they were not trying to do the same thing everywhere. It was a purposeful move on the part of, and we appreciate that, especially in certain really sensitive areas like the entrance to Market Common, the new urbanism, downtown kind of feeling there. Did a great job. And so you're even trying to obviate some of the different colors that are existing by regularizing it. Yeah, you've held some bands to a different color, but not everything. I just wonder if you just, for these, if you need to be more in the gray tones or grays or whatever, if you present to us, if it's a contrasting color, we're gonna honor that. If it's a new color in the recessed area, we're gonna honor that. Here's the new color palette. That seems like a reasonable request to make here, right?
I feel like we're not far off from that with our presentation.
Well, why
We
don't
have
you just go
the
all the way
similar
there?
amount of colors.
You've heard us a couple times.
I know.
It's like a,
But like, I'm trying to think of what moves I can make to get this
Yeah.
appropriate for you guys.
I mean, I also really hate to say it, but losing the pharmacy drive-through sign on that wall, usually this large blank wall as well, if you're gonna, once again, I know they're kind of minimizing signage to a certain degree, and if we're gonna do that, we need to get something up there, especially if you're redoing that EPIS.
have all the sign people left.
Yes, just, once again, can we look at the site plan real quick? With the change to the drive-through and landscape upgrades and all that.
That's the area they're looking at.
Do you feel it's looking something like a warehouse?
Once again, my biggest challenge is that you're trying to standardize a concept that was never meant to be standardized.
Right,
The contrast between the neighborhood store versus the big box store is apt enough, like that's really.
Supposed to be different.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It does look like a
I mean,
warehouse.
once again, Walmart got enough pushback trying to go into neighborhoods with their old centers trying to look like it, that they came up with the neighborhood market concept to fit to neighborhoods. And this is, hey,
Opposite
we got our foot in the door, let's start changing.
Right.
Yep, they're going the opposite direction.
And in 5 years, it's gonna change again, because they're gonna change their branding again. I think I'm generally okay with kind of how they're reconfiguring the drive-through aisle.
Yeah, I think that works well. And the plant material, the
Are
additional
those
sign.
parking spaces for the pickup?
I don't believe so.
So what's all the signage that's going in front of those parking spaces now?
Oh wait, that is, yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
I
like
think it
this is
is.
the rear egress.
So you get it out of the parking lot and make it
They come out the back.
safer.
Yes.
Yeah, it is
Most
better.
everything.
Yeah, that works better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's signs, they're improving the signage for it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right.
I want to split the site improvements from the building paint. You have, what about the monument signs and the regular sign?
Okay, what do we look at in height again?
Same height, they're just
20
looking
feet.
to refresh the colors.
Right.
They're changing theirs.
Yeah.
If we're not happy with the building colors, then we're not gonna be happy with the sign colors.
Right.
True.
You need to split.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's split. Okay, make a motion.
Split the site improvements from signage and building painting.
We can do that,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Is that your motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a second? Second, Mr. Edens. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Site improvements to the drive-through at the pharmacy
Motion to approve.
Yes.
and associated landscaping.
Second.
Second, third.
Second, Ms. Booth.
Let's do it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. All right, building and signage.
I think it's appropriate to downgrade it to conceptual instead of denying it. So I'll make
Second.
that motion, please.
All right, motion to downgrade the rest of it to conceptual by Mr. Vanezra, second, Mr. Edens, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Any opposed? So moved. Do we have anything else to add to what's already been said? So you can go back.
I think we need to see a full palette of colors.
Yeah, and I think.
Bring the samples with you.
Bring the samples.
Yeah, we want, yeah.
And I think what we're suggesting is a full use of the palette rather than just spot
Yeah.
colors here and there.
I think you need more than just the two colors.
Yes.
But
I would
Yes.
make
And
the
we need a
argument that-
large sample.
Would y'all like a picture, for him to provide a picture of the store closest to the color palette?
Well, if there is a direct.
If there is
situation,
one.
That would be.
I can get
I would
any.
make the
I
argument.
believe 2 of them in town have already been remodeled last year.
I would
No,
make
we're
the
saying
argument, the only one you got had special architecture, everything else might be the county.
Oh.
yeah,
Would
the
you pull
county
up
ones
the
in there.
2D elevations, Matt? Would you pull up the 2D elevation? I would make the argument that one, this merits a full 3D rendering, or again, supporting photos that show how this translates to
would
3D. And then if you look at the page that has all 4, we have this right here. This is suggesting that that gable in the front is being painted blue from the sides as well. I don't think that's appropriate at all.
No.
And I would say that there's, and again, and this is something that would go a long way for me as well, is to break up that front gable to where there is a sign dedicated area, and then the rest remains a gable painted like the buildings. That'll, it's done many, many times with a horizontal board, with some sort of detail for the actual gable part. Break it up to where there's a sign location and a gable location, rather than the entire thing just being a giant billboard.
Like a blue backer board behind the sign.
Yeah,
Very
that's-
similar like an
Yeah.
Advance Auto with
Yeah,
the red.
Correct.
Define the sign rather than use the entire thing as the billboard. And I think that would work
And that's more neighborhood versus.
more neighborhood
Yeah.
friendly.
All right, anything else?
No, I think y'all
That's
covered
all
it.
I got.
All right, Fuel Center. I think it's more
And
appropriate.
nothing was wrong with the signage portion of it, but we do want it to match.
I think we gotta work through the colors.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
work.
we gotta work through
Yeah.
the colors, it's gotta
Right.
match the color.
So do we disapprove or downgrade?
You can downgrade this as well.
Because they need to come together.
I have a motion to downgrade.
But, I mean,
don't
I think
know
this
that
building
that's-
is so small, that blue is.
I
I'm
also
not
don't know
sure
that
whether
that's, I also
could be
don't know that
accurate.
that's necessary, because in this particular instance on 38, these are 2 completely separate entities and
Yes.
businesses.
They are.
And so, well, I mean, they
But-
look completely separate.
but
So I don't
they
have
are
a problem with
separated.
looking at this as totally independent,
I don't
and
think,
whether they
I
want
don't
to tie
think
it
you
in or
can.
not, that's up
I
to them.
think because then they're gonna paint it that dark gray, and then we're stuck trying to make the large building match the gas station. fuel
I
station.
think Walmart want these to have similar
Yeah.
color schemes.
Yes, that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
Well, I mean, once again, I'm just gonna say this, and I understand where you're coming from, Joe, but I guess we could separate the building from the pumps and the canopy, because we do have gas stations where the
You can put
canopies have their own
Sunco on this, and
logos
it's
and all
exactly
that.
what it looks like, yeah. Like it's-
And once again, I know what the small fuel stations look like, and once again, if you go back to the building coloring real quick, it's not a lot of surface area.
No, it's not.
No, and it's
No.
under a giant canopy.
It's not, and the blue is going to be a part of the color scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
You know.
matter what we do, yeah.
And I don't mind the dark gray on this, especially if we're asking the building in the back to be a gray tones, and we're fine in the gray direction. I'm fine with this a little bit being, I'm personally fine with this because you're hidden by the landscape, and the canopy and the pumps block 90% of it. You got the mini golf beside it, and then you've got,
I'm gonna make an actual, like, contrary to that, this gas station is one of the most underutilized gas stations, and so drawing more attention to it is even appropriate from a utilitarian point of view. I think it's fine to make this bold and bright and call more attention out to it. I don't have a problem. Walmart is not hidden.
yeah.
Everybody knows where Walmart.
All right, I'll make
Yeah.
a motion to approve this application for the gas station, the way it's presented, but if you hear from your client that they, as you change, don't use this approval as a way to think, okay, we just do one more little tweak on the building. If you need to make changes, and Walmart wants this to be a more direct corollary of that building,
Then
we're
it goes
invited
over.
to presenting it as a complete package.
All right.
Back, okay?
Fair.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Nazir?
And we have Mr. Edens withdrawing the
Yeah,
reduction.
withdrawn, yes.
Basically, you said all I had to say. This is not
I
gonna
got
like
it.
your colors.
That
All in favor?
works. Much better
All right.
recognition.
Any opposed? Thank you. All right, and 5923.
It's the market comment.
Market
It's the
comments. Can we go, can we look at the aerial view that shows the apartments behind it real quick?
So this building
Street
has,
view as you're coming across the bridge, you got it.
this building has
I got the
more
bypass
detail
shot.
to it.
Huh?
Then the bypass shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was more to work with on this building.
There are 4 sides that are relevant on this building.
Yes, there are.
Yeah.
Very visible.
Right there.
Well, if I remember correctly, the units behind it have grays and blues.
They do.
So I don't know that this color palette, once again, if we tone the dark down and use it appropriately, my biggest concern with this building, same thing I said on the other, is how do you integrate the shops beside it? That's gonna get absolutely nothing done to them. It's just gonna be a disjointed shopping center, at least with 38th, there's separation between the buildings and the rest of the shopping center. This one has none.
Right.
That's true. They are connected.
But seeing kind of a, once again, I think whites, grays, blue, some type of blue on this building is more appropriate, especially as you're coming over the bypass. Make it blend with the apartments behind it a little bit more. But I don't know how you take or make Walmart or the developer do the rest of the small shops because Walmart wants to change their section.
Those apartments are pastel. They're not anywhere near.
Yeah, they're
Blue.
very light. They're
Correct.
very light.
Well, then the color selection for the Walmart
Could be toned down.
has to be toned down
Yeah.
to complement what the small shops
Or,
are.
once again, you don't have a blue wall, you get a blue backer for the sign.
Right.
Right.
And those smaller shops were designed to use the colors that the Walmart
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
requiring at
Right.
that time, so that it all did come together. But there's a variety, there's some neutrals in there that you could probably borrow from heavily. On the Walmart, where you're not just trying to black it all out to a very, very dark color, and still have them relate to each other. There's more sort of traditional details on this Walmart, as you pointed out, so you had more to work with to begin with, so I think you can get it done. What you're showing doesn't do it, but I think you can blend the shops with the Walmart if you've got to come back and redo the color anyway. Just
About the
keep
only
that
good
in
thing
mind.
about it is the hair salon building is all brick in the middle.
We'll break it up.
Yeah.
So it can be broken up, but they still need to relate a little bit to each other.
And it's a
Well, this really has a lot of white on it right now. If we get rid of some of that cream yellow, maybe with the darker color, possibly, it would still blend in with the existing plus the buildings behind it.
I would ask this question that you could ask your client. In order to get this center across the goal line, would they be willing, if the developer allowed them to paint the tans on that building to another color that would blend with Walmart?
That would allow them to approach the sign in a different way too, because
It
right now
would.
the sign is completely disconnected. Or the
absolutely.
proposed sign is disconnected.
It's not a lot of surface. Once again, I think the whites would work. It's the tan that bothers me.
Yeah, that's what,
And if you were to paint that a lighter gray or something that the remaining property owner would allow you, then that center could work as a whole
right.
with this color scheme if you were to tone that or lighten that dark up a little bit.
True.
And I think if they really want to try to get this done, I think they'd be more than happy to do that. And you kind of keep the cohesiveness to that center. And I'm even talking about bringing that over to the other side of that
It's
L.
another
where
strip
the-
center over there,
Yeah, there
Ortho
is.
SC and,
Yep.
and the
Yeah.
chiropractor.
Yeah.
The one we just did the sign on?
No. No, it's on this one.
Oh, okay, on this.
They had to redo
So you have to kind of do all of the center, but once again, it's,
Right. So all of those are basically the same colors.
they are.
They are, yeah.
Just a question or a thought. And this one's got the rework for the pharmacy as well, correct? Correct.
Yeah.
Drive-through area landscaping.
And the sign. How did that sign get to be 26 feet tall?
Because it's in the bud.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's adjacent to bypass.
Yeah, it is that.
Yeah, it is that.
Can we split this? Site improvements from the rest of it?
Like we did last time. I'm making a motion to split.
Is there a
Site
second?
improvements.
I'll second that.
Okay, Mr. Hubbard, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved? All right. Is there a motion on site improvements?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Jumper, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. You want to downgrade the building to conceptual?
So moved.
Second.
Second, Ms. Booth, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Need any more information from us on the conceptual?
No.
Comment? You understand where we're coming from?
Yes. Yep.
All right, let's talk about this gas station as well, Fuel and Center.
I
Yes,
think we had,
technically Walmart 5923 fuel station.
Up here.
It's just across the parking lot.
yeah, we just had the same situation.
It's the same as 38.
It is, it's kind of, once, I look at this as if it was a Murphy's or something else, it would be
Different.
different
Yes.
from that.
Right.
It would
Walmart
be.
name doesn't necessarily.
Right.
Motion to approve 5923 fuel station with the same caveat. We understand that you've got to come back for it.
I'll second that.
All right, second, Mr. Vanessa, all in favor? Any opposed? So moved. Well, you got 50%. Actually, you got a little more than 50%.
We had no denial. There's no denial.
Moving it forward.
Thank you.
Really mature.
Bye. Oh, that's me. Come out.
Yeah.
Come out for the next two.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because these are
Yeah,
one and
first
two
two.
of them. So Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Tell us
Excuse
your
me.
name and sign in when you get a chance, please.
While he's doing that, for clarity of the board, because of the facades on the Broadway to Beach, your purview only falls into the side that faces Celebrity Circle, the bypass. So that's why you're only viewing two sides. There's a little glimpse of the front. I think they're showing that that doesn't fall under.
Got it.
Yes.
And you can point out. but
Yeah, if y'all have questions. we can-
Okay. Your name for the record, sir?
Mike Treadway,
Mike.
I'm the architect.
And do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I'm sorry?
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Swearing you in. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. All right.
And while he's finishing his name here, it's this side and this side, these two sides that you're looking at.
And this is the old Landry's.
Yeah.
Great. All right, go ahead with your presentation.
It's, the intent here is a concept conversion. The owner has about 50 concepts that they have over 500 restaurants, and they're very good operators. They do a lot of seafood, and the change here is not so much a big change in the cuisine, just in the concept. The Bubba Gump's is based on the Forrest Gump movie, and that's where the concept was generated and comes from. And the cuisine is sort of a Louisiana. And in the case of the ownership, they want to, they will change their concepts on occasions to sort of create a little more synergy. and they're very happy with this location, and they get a lot of traffic from the beach in the afternoons. And the intent here is primarily from the exterior standpoint to change the colors to the concept colors of their prototypical Bubba Gump company restaurants, and then change the signage, of course, along with that. The landlord has reviewed and approved the proposed plans and requested that they keep those faux balconies for the entrance. The other thing that they did is they requested that they make the bottom edges of the awnings a serrated shape, which they call it to reinforce the Mediterranean concept of their center, of the Broadway by the beach development. The primary entrance is on the internal side along their spine, interior spine, and the two sides that we've shown here, the existing and the proposed, juxtaposed with each other, are the two sides facing the thoroughfares. And so the intent is to change the awnings and change the light fixtures, and of course change the signage and change the colors. We're proposing to take the cornices around, which are a dark gray, and lighten them to get a little more contrast and make it have a little more spark, and go to a lighter color scheme for portions of it. The entry at present that faces inside, you can see on the left side of this is it's a triangular shaped marquee sign that is existing, and they're proposing to just take the face of the Landry's off and then replace it with the colors and the signage for the.
For y'all's clarity, you're really not, the purview doesn't fall into this part. You're really looking at just this facade wall. And I spoke to the applicant before he got here a couple of weeks ago. Most of it's paint color change and awning with some light fixtures and the signage, but they're not really changing the overall architectural features of the building. Roofing and stuff stays the same, the deck out here. So they're really kind of just looking to refreshen it, add some contrast.
I think architecturally, everything we're looking at is extremely appropriate.
Oh, yeah.
This is a combination including the sign?
Yes, the sign is included, which is just
and the lighting.
And the lighting, so the new lighting fixtures and new awnings.
And it is racist.
Yeah, very nice.
Motion to approve.
Can we look at that sign one more time?
That's the only sign under the purview,
Is there a sign?
not that sign. And so you're kind of look at it from this tower over, because that's kind of what they had a sign previous to Landry's. They're not proposing to put one back.
We're sticking with the same open face design? This is.
Yeah, it's open face channels.
Okay.
Let's go back to the elevation real quick. I just want to point something out. So, I guess one more back, sorry. There we go, perfect.
Okay.
So, when Broadway at the Beach first came into place, each of these individual entities wanted their own identity and their own character, and Landry's had made a decision at that time, I think, to just be kind of unified with their color and just sort of fit into that part of driveway at the beach. But this is a great example in reverse from what we were just looking at with the Walmart, and I'm not likening this to a Walmart. In fact, I'm using this as an example of what we were trying to communicate to that gentleman about the Walmart, is if you use color judiciously, you can get the colors that you need to, and then you change the color here and there in a meaningful way that relates to the architecture. So I'm just pointing out that your project is a very good example of how to do that. Kudos to you.
Yeah.
One thing I might add is the wood framing around the patio here to remain ties into portions that extend along other parts of the lake, so that's a common thread that connects it together. So we're proposing to leave that.
Jeff, your motion still stands, I'll second that.
Okay.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries, thank you. So building permit 1 and 2 have been withdrawn by staff, so New Morning, formerly T-Bones. Your name for the record?
Name's Glenn Allen.
Glad good to see you. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay. And we've seen this one
Yes, we've,
before.
you guys have approved this one as well.
Yeah, they're here for just an alteration to the approved plan.
Okay, yeah,
If
show
we
us.
just,
You want more scaffolding?
Show us.
Yeah. They can't have much
That's quite
more.
some scaffolding.
They can't have much
Decided to
more.
make it all that great.
Yes, it looks like,
Like, if you could just show us what's
It
changed.
is.
The only thing that's changed is the roof color.
Okay.
The original roof color was light, sort of bluish, and they want to go with a more gray. The main concept is just that
motion to approve.
we want to move away from IHOP look.
Motion from Mr. Edens,
Second.
second from Ms. Booth, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? No, motion carries, thank you.
I can't wait to see the finished product.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Great job.
It's gonna be nice, cemetery location.
Someone
there you go, that way.
Yeah, I think Darius is getting up maybe.
He's up, he's up.
front.
I knew you went to the restroom.
He went from,
You gotta keep smiling back
let's
there.
wait for the chair.
To go back.
So sometimes that can work, sometimes it doesn't.
It's on and off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace it.
All right, Carolina Trust Credit Union. Name for the record?
Tyler Thomas.
Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, what are we changing?
We're changing the, originally it was gonna be a gray, but it was like their own color gray, and it was too hard for them to find and get, so they chose Sherwin-Williams Agreeable Gray. It's very close to what it was, so they changed that color. They changed the trim to black, the columns stayed white, and other than that, it's same.
Changing
You
the trim
changing
and
the
the brick
windows and
color.
doors?
Yeah, that's my
You
question.
changing the windows and doors?
They stay the same. They're painting, they'll paint up
They
here,
were previously
and they're
approved that
removing
way.
the shutters.
Yeah,
It
I
had
think
grids
it's
in
just
them
the
in the
rendering.
first drawings.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you're
there's
not,
none now.
you're not changing the windows out, is
That's
that correct? So it's just the rendering does not depict the windows
There'll be
accurately.
white windows
Okay.
within those black shutters.
Well, go back to the elevation.
White
Not
windows?
what I saw.
They're white windows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
they're
got
white.
that right.
Do they have the mullions in them?
So that was what they
They
got
have
previously
nuts in
approved.
it,
They
yeah.
have a permit for this.
Okay.
He's proposing just the changes to that previously approved permit.
Yeah, that should have been, if I would have done it, I would have put what was approved on the first on the first time
Right.
up there, but they went to the original, and she just made the changes to this.
Can you go to?
Yeah, but we're saying the existing windows have that 9/9 grid pattern,
Oh,
all in white, correct?
See the black and white?
Yes.
So they have to
Yeah,
get
right
the
there.
buttons out.
They're white, 9/9.
And then this will be black, and the shutters will be gone.
And the mullions are out.
It looks like you're taking all the buttons out.
Yeah.
That was the question.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I think it's just
Is it just a plate glass window, or you got it?
It's just the window.
Well, the
Well, are
windows-
they removable, I guess is what we're asking.
The mullions are removed.
They are removable?
Yes.
Okay.
And they do intend to take all the buttons out. Okay. All right.
You have a sleeker look.
I see.
Okay.
And
No
then they're-
shutter.
I assume they'll
No
paint
shutters.
And they're
paint
changing.
frame
Frame.
bars.
Right, and the existing windows are double hung.
Never really uses them anyways.
So they're taking the double hung windows out and just putting a fixed glass panel in? You're building it, right, so I guess you would know.
Yeah, no, they just remodeled it, but they are not they're gonna paint this black
Yeah.
and take the mullions out.
So you're still gonna have the dividing.
There'll still be a double hung or a single
Yeah,
hung.
it still has,
window.
we'd have the bar in
That's
the
not
center.
what's in the drawing.
Yeah.
To Ms. Booth's point,
Yeah.
Thank
we
you.
have confusion. in the
Yes, we
drawings.
do.
Same
Yeah.
thing with the door, the front door
Yeah,
is
right,
different.
that's just what is,
And it's painted black.
right,
I can tell you those buttons on the front door are all probably applied, because that's a storefront door.
yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are, I doubt the windows are.
But where
They're
is-
Probably
the
between the
Are
glass.
they wood or vinyl windows?
Probably.
If you're going to windows, are they wood or vinyl?
Yeah, you're not getting rid of the grids, which is fine.
Well, also, they're getting rid of the sashes, according to the drawings. They're
Right.
It's
taking
true.
the whole window out and just putting a piece of plate glass.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it
No, we had
does.
already,
She just
like what
marked
you're
it
saying is
out.
we had already approved that.
Here's what, so we had the plans that you approved, which were these plans.
Which is just.
Which
So
is
we
what we're
already
doing.
approved it.
Okay.
So
And we're just
Shutters.
removing the shutters and then
removing the
that.
shutters
Where-
and the paint.
Where's the bar in the middle?
It's not in the approved plan.
Well, yeah, it's true. But if it's the same existing windows with the ones out, then it would have a bar, right?
I don't think the intent is to change the windows at all. I think they're gonna remain as is. Is that okay with this design for anyone?
My problem is, I don't know how you paint the vinyl window.
Yeah.
I don't think they're planning on painting the
Yeah,
So you're gonna have a white window with black.
black
trim.
shutters, or black, whatever that is on the side.
Are we
I guess
okay?
it'll be the brick mold.
Yeah, well,
Those shutters are coming off. What are we painting? I don't understand. I don't think we're.
You're painting the brick.
Great.
So we approved the brick to be painted last time.
Yeah,
No,
it's just
around the
Change
window,
it.
what's being painted?
The black part, the white.
That's been removed.
but they're
And
vinyl.
that's gonna
Why do you gotta
match.
change that?
Great.
Yeah, but you're not painting any part of the window sash.
No.
Okay.
So the
It's
windows
just
will
showing
be
up
white.
black.
The
Oh,
windows will
it's
be
like,
white.
it's a
Which I think is
shadow.
fine.
Works
with
perfectly fine. Yeah.
The agreeable brick.
Perfectly fine. Okay.
Okay, that's,
Let's see what we get. Motion to approve the new paint and leave the windows as they are now unpainted because it's not in the previously.
Removing the buttons.
Yes.
If they want to, but you don't have to.
They will.
All right,
What else?
we'll see.
we're gonna get there. I swear we're gonna get there.
We'll get there, yeah.
All right, is there a second? Don't all speak at
I'll
once.
second.
Mr. Shumper, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
You have a great day.
Thank you.
I'm not sure.
Captain's quarters,
Carry on. Matt Clever.
2 years, 11 months in the making.
That's it, as of yesterday.
As of
Swear
yesterday,
to
oh
tell
wow.
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
I like what you're doing. I have one question.
Yes, sir.
When you go to the site plan and zoom in on the dumpster enclosure that is going in, are we crossing the property line with the pavement up to the curb on the 10th Avenue South?
We are not. We are coming in, of course, the compactor, the truck is gonna come in from the ocean side, and it's going to stop at the property line. So the dumpster's back here, as you can see, so.
But you're paving the apron out to 10th Avenue and the sidewalk and all of that?
Correct.
So you can get across it to...
Exactly. I think it's got a roll curve.
I was a little confused about that when I first saw it.
Yeah, we were trying to hide it as best we could, so we came around the backside.
Okay, that helps. What else is in this? Is this it?
This is it, yes.
It includes a slight modification to the landscape.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't look like that, to the landscaping, because they're reshuffling some landscaping. That's what it was previously, and they're screening the front of the dumpster enclosure with a little bit.
Beautiful.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second? Second, Ms. Gordon. All in favor? Any opposed? So moved.
Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.
Appreciate that.
Even just, should I start this shot for you?
Heidi?
Pardon me?
Pink roof.
Pink roof?
Pink roof.
Gary, should you, good morning. CPAP, 67th, is that where we're at?
Yes, sir, how's it going today?
Your name for the record?
Zach Johnson with ECC Exteriors.
Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir, I do.
Just painting?
Yeah, just an exterior repaint. Complex paint is starting to fade, so it's in need of an exterior paint job. New ownership group acquired it earlier this spring. They'd like to move away from the brown and tan color composition and move more towards a white and like coastal gray, coastal blue colors. So intention is to leave the red brick as is and then go with what you see there. There's
Is that a seafoamy color?
I believe so, yeah. their intention is to kind of go with like a breezy coastal type color scheme, and it'll be 4 residential buildings that are exactly pretty much the same, and then 1 clubhouse.
That is not that's a comfort gray. Is there blue?
I believe, so the blue will go on the balcony doors and on the breezeway doors, and then.
That looks
I mean, that looks like a seafoam greenish green to me.
Yeah,
Seafoam gray.
And then that looks pink.
Yeah, but it's not on the color list.
Well, you know what this color seafoam looks like.
Sorry, thank you. I believe they went with sea
Thank you,
salt.
Charles.
I'm not sure if the rendering is pulling through on either one of these correctly.
On
Yeah,
mine,
that's-
it's looking,
That's not correct either.
on my screen, it
Sea salt's
looks,
a green too.
it looks green, the sea
It
salt
looks
is green.
pink and green,
Yes.
yeah.
It's rendering correct.
It's not as bright of a seafoam green.
So it is
The color
here,
palette,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Right on the building.
So it is
Correct.
actually
I see what
green.
you're saying.
Here you go, Mr.
It's
Yeah,
actually a white also.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
that's
gonna
not
look.
showing.
It'd be 62.
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow.
Can we, look at it real quick? I just wanna
He's
make a
got it.
couple.
He's bringing it. He's got it.
Oh, no, I'm talking about
We got
the
fancy.
actual drawing.
You got a second one down.
Yeah.
Don't pass it around.
Okay, yeah, that's a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Great.
Yeah.
Would you mind flipping to the renderings to, I'd like
Can you
to
look at
point
that,
out
right?
2 things, if at all possible.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
renderings of the building.
What was that,
60,
6205?
Down a
It
few
should be
pages.
right where
Like a home.
Yeah, it's trying to load actually.
So
I got
if you
you.
look at
Okay.
this bottom picture, where you have the really wide battens over there, and it's all painted one color and it makes it disappear.
Uh-huh.
I'd love that to be applied everywhere you have those white buttons, because if you look at the the pictures of existing conditions,
Gables?
yes,
Yeah,
that,
the
I'd love to
gables.
make that disappear, that's just
Make that go.
Yeah, it's,
really bad.
it is bad.
And then,
Plus it's a lot more labor.
Yeah, also.
You just paint it one color.
oh yeah, paint it one color.
Oh, so
Make it
you want it to be one continuous color?
Just
Yeah.
like the,
Yeah.
the drawing you showed,
Do
make
it
that
that- you want
happen.
it to
Everywhere
green.
you have those wide battens, make that happen there, please.
Okay.
Yes, and then the other, I guess it's.
Well, that's actually 2 different colors.
But they're less contrasted than they are now.
But you wanted all the main siding
Want
color.
it to disappear more than it is now, yeah.
Okay.
And then the other thing is, on the main buildings, do we need those boxes on the gables? Can you go down to the renderings? Those little box out trim, yeah.
Talking about at the top?
Yeah, they look
Oh.
like sign holders,
Just
sign
just
placements.
paint them the color
Is
of
that
that
necessary?
siding.
Yeah,
So
that's,
Albert, is that
Why?
something that?
That's where they covered the 12-foot piece of hardy up.
Well, it's
yeah.
fine, but does it have to be painted
They-
in
they-
contrast with
Yeah, they
the-
actually,
Yeah.
If you, quick question, I guess, on that one.
Is that necessary?
Removing maybe this 3 sides and leaving the band to kind of trim in the area, that might be a
Yes.
question. I'm sure they would be totally open to
Okay.
that.
yeah.
Those are the only 2 improvements that I think that would really help this
Yeah,
out.
they,
I like
those
everything
those
else.
are awesome, aren't
They're just, they look like they're placeholders for signs.
they? Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Are
but that
those
doesn't even
insets
face out
actually
towards the
pink?
road.
Hey, the fact that an architect actually thought about the seaming of, no offense, Mr. Hubbard, the seaming of a hardy panel, is it, so it just didn't have a seam randomly somewhere on there? It's
That's all-
impressive.
That's all I think about all day long.
6 a.m.
I roll out of bed in the morning at
I'm sorry.
4:30
I
going.
feel so sorry. I feel bad for
He
you.
does think about that a lot more than a lot of others.
Oh, he does, I'm sure.
I'm sure he does.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve with those 2 conditions.
I'll second.
Please.
All right, you understand those?
Yeah, I got you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Good to go. Thank you so much for having me.
Streamline. Oh,
The, the windows that were previously approved, that was correct. Those were storefront with black frames,
Okay.
not the vinyl.
Got it, thank you.
Okay,
for
now-
clarifying.
And that's what you're putting in?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Good.
That makes sense.
It does. It does that.
Yeah, it does that,
Hey, at least he thought about it.
yeah. Yeah, he did. Thanks.
All right, your name for the record?
Stephanie Lewis.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Stephanie, are you with Little?
I am.
Thank you for making the trip.
Glad to be here.
Were you here when we referred to your project as a good example?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
You might
texted
lead
my
with that.
counterpart, actually.
Okay,
so-
well, very good.
Yeah, how about that?
I appreciate that. So a little background on this shopping center. So the Food Lion will replace the former Big Lots. So a portion of that will be demolished, and the food line will be a new ground-up project.
Oh, I had no idea.
So the,
And then your Dollar General or Dollar Tree is a separate tenant with something else in the bowling alley space.
so to help the applicant out, Food Line, a couple more tenants, plus they're doing some site rework, which includes landscaping, helps bring it up to code.
Yeah.
So this project encompasses more than just the Food Line.
Yeah, and there's also 3 companies, so I'm with Little, Bolton Mink is doing the civil, and then ADG is doing the rest of the shopping center.
My only concern as I was flipping through this earlier is really the rear of the building along Oak
Yes.
Street.
Yes.
I think the front, what you're doing in the shopping center, but the sidewall and the rear is very stark. And it's the existing building that's there today, I mean, once again, but if you got an opportunity when you're building this, I think that brick could be brought down the side.
There's a heavy burn
Or something.
There is a
There's
berm.
There is a
Because
burn.
you
There's a
don't
berm.
see it.
10-foot berm.
It's very visible.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
but it's still visible. The
I-
berm helps.
And trees are
And,
on.
until they trim all the palms that are on it.
Yeah.
And the,
Yeah.
the
Couple times a
problem,
year.
the problem,
Yes.
Mr. Bagoy, is that traditionally, I would say that a water table would take care of it, but that's kind of killed.
That's right, Sandy.
Well, that
Yeah.
is true, it does
It
help.
goes off.
And the food line does not extend as close to Oak Street as the existing building currently.
But you're also gonna have
Tall enough
the
water
delivery
table
trucks
would
and all sitting there.
Mhm.
And I will say, as I've noticed on food lines, for some reason, delivery trucks just not in and out. They usually
They
sit
live
there
there.
overnight, or
Yes.
they live there
Right,
sometimes.
they do.
So-
Someone, we go in there and sleep back
Yeah, I
there.
think
Huh?
a tall version of a water table would go.
Oh, no, they're not camping, there's just always a trailer there.
Yeah.
I think they use it for their produce storage, and then when it finally goes empty, they bring another one.
Yeah, because you could hear the fans run all night when they're parked there.
So what are we asking for?
I think to address those two sides in some manner.
In the wall, in the architecture of
Yeah.
the building, yeah. So it's not just a blank
Mhm.
facade.
Well, I
So
think.
bringing that brick
what he
around the
says
side,
right
we
there.
can put
Either the brick or the stone, I think carrying the water table maybe in a larger sense on those walls, since they're such big walls, like maybe a
This is
4
a
or 5 foot
conceptual
water table.
final.
Conceptual.
Okay. Or we can downgrade to conceptual
Or
only.
we can just impose that on there, I think
Or
that's
we
fine.
can,
Is the gray,
I don't know.
is the gray fine, I mean, does it need to be darker? Or is that,
It's,
That's a-
Sherwin
that's
Williams
a-
popular
I
gray.
mean, it is a
color.
neutral, yeah, it's a
it
good
is
neutral, I
gray.
guess.
Would you guys want texture on the wall, or are you satisfied with the paint scheme?
Well, it's a balance, right? I mean, you don't want to overdo it.
I think
but you
bringing,
also-
I think bringing the water table
Mhm.
down
Mhm.
is appropriate when you think about the shopping center as a whole. You're not gonna tear the rest of that shopping center down, so
Right.
you're going to have painted CMU on the back of that building. And to make this entire building deviate from the rest of the shopping center is gonna be a little awkward. So I think bringing that water table down the side, and then maybe, can we look at the landscape plan?
Yeah, I'm just gonna show you the gray, is that second one down?
That's very popular.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Okay.
So I would say that there's multiple options for that. You could carry the stone that's in the water table now, you can bring the brick, or you can switch, since you're building ground up, you can do a split
Look at the-
face.
Yeah, but it's the,
Land Oak Street.
yeah, look at the landscaping there.
The first 4 foot.
Not much was done on that. It's not too far out of code.
Well, my concern there is you've got, are those 2 oaks going in there? Is that QV2s?
Yeah.
They're all existing trees.
We need to think about what you're putting through there, because Santee Cooper hacks it down
Yes, it did.
every 2 years-ish.
Yep. So you're saying it needs to be some kind of built element as opposed to a landscape element?
I think it could be something that is, I think you could use like a large podocarpus hedge.
It needs a
That's about
hedge.
4 foot.
It needs
You
a
could
hedge.
lose pampas grass that gets 4 to 6 feet tall as you're driving by, that kind of obscures your view, that's not getting into Santee Cooper's power line.
But you can do Fakahatchee, which is kind of a larger one. But yeah, definitely needs some sort of hedge.
Septon approach.
A what?
Septon approach.
Crime prevention through environmental design. We're certified.
That is very,
Can I ask you, is this
Instead of putting
project
office grass
ready
there,
to
I don't think
proceed
that's
to
appropriate.
construction right away, or would it hurt you if we downgraded this to conceptual and made you come back again?
Well, I could come back again.
Okay.
We're at the end of DDs right now, so we're still moving into
Okay,
CDs.
so let's go ahead and make a motion to downgrade to conceptual, please.
Okay, I'll second.
All in
Because
favor?
I do want to,
Any opposed? So moved.
because I do want to look at the landscaping again. There were some other issues, but the back was the main one.
Okay, I just want to be clear that on the screening along Oak, we're talking all landscaping, no built elements, correct?
On
It
the
might have to
screening
be,
portion, no.
it might have to be a little bit of both,
Okay.
to be honest. Once again, I think it just depends on what you can get in there with the power line. I mean,
And I think for clarity is the new developer should have an understand that that's the back of the building, but it's also another front to a major corridor.
Understood.
Yeah.
And once
But you
again-
don't want to block it off for safety.
Yeah, we have to keep,
That's not a great area.
that's very true.
It's where girls from the police
Yeah, it's about the same as we.
About the
And
same
the
as you can get.
apartments.
Same city is always.
That's right.
What are your thoughts on the building? Forget the screening. Would you do what to the building? Like, I think either one of the options of a water table,
I think if you think about the back of the Publix at Coventry Boulevard, where we added some elements up high on the back of that Publix,
Yeah, because you could see.
something similar to that.
But unless that was a paint scheme, I remember working with.
Yeah,
Laurel.
and once again, I'm not saying something's gotta be built, it could be painted, it could be done through texture, as opposed to just split face or smooth CMU. I mean, you could use a couple of different materials, it's really not gonna change your cost of the building.
So you can do some false columns.
Yeah, you could do a couple of faux columns and ephes or something,
Just to
something
break
that's
it up.
very simple and easy. I think the rest of the shopping center, you got a downspout about every 20 feet that breaks the back of it up.
Yeah.
As as dumb as that sounds, saying it out
True.
loud. It does
Break it
kind
up.
of break the back of that building up a little bit as you're driving
Mhm.
down through there, so.
Mhm.
I like that your building's not coming as far back, so I don't think it needs a ton,
Okay.
because you're so far off the road
Mhm.
compared to the other, but once again, you got deliveries, is that the refrigeration unit sitting out there as well?
It's a mechanical house, so
For
it'll
glycol
be
system
painted
and
as
all?
well. Mhm.
So just, I think you do a couple things there that would be pretty simple,
Okay.
just to, and once again, we'll be able to point to that, because if this revitalizes the shopping center and more want to come,
and it will.
Yeah,
Bill, we
Very
can,
well.
It'll be a
we
great
can start
area.
having a couple things. Once again, I think there's doors will have to be put on the back of that building as we go down through, so we can get some awnings or canopies or things like that down through there to break it up.
That's the
And-
Grandin's Publix.
And because of the safety issue in reference to what Ms. Booth said, maybe we can do something with a very contrasting texture plant-wise that could actually cause interest, I mean, break up the back of the building without making it totally solid all the way down.
Okay. So we do want some visibility.
I mean, your gutter design kind of does that to a certain degree, if you build the gutters like that.
Mhm.
Like I said, even in this rendering, if you look at the left side where you see a little shade difference on the bottom, it's just enough to,
That's the railing.
I know, I'm saying it just looks like a different texture on the bottom, like the water table, it's just fine.
Is that the compactor on the back?
That's the mechanical house,
screen.
Okay.
houses the refrigeration equipment.
Are you having a compactor here, or is it just
No
straight
compactor.
trash on the
Dumpsters.
side?
Yep.
That's okay.
So, 2 dumpsters,
Mhm.
I think it's
Two
currently
dumpsters,
2
one cardboard?
dumpsters and 1 grease truck, grease container.
Rooftop equipment?
Rooftop equipment, correct?
Rotisseries.
I guess that is my other one question. Are you gonna have screens on the rooftop equipment, since you've got no rear parapet?
That's my question for you. Am I going to have screens on?
Yes, we would like to get it straight.
Okay, understood. I assumed that was coming, but.
Yeah, thank you. But
Overall,
this
do you guys
is,
like it?
Overall, it's.
yeah, this
Overall,
is,
it's
Definitely
this
an
is so
upgrade.
exciting to see this
Very
property finally
Huge
upgraded.
improvement.
Mhm.
Yes, because it's been a long time.
There's the other 10 cases.
I really like the food line, maintain that look,
Yeah,
like they made-
absolutely.
very neighborhood friendly.
Are
It
you
is.
going to change the main sign for the property?
There is a concept in this for a new sign,
And I realize
and
this
it's a
does
little
have to be,
skewed visually, but
Because the existing one is 34 feet high.
yeah,
And this
and we realize it has to
this one would
big.
be, yeah, this would be
This is,
matching the
this is a
existing
new one,
height.
this is a brand new one?
This would be a brand new sign, yes.
But that's the concept.
So
It's a
that-
concept, so they won't get, if they're reworking the existing sign, it can stay that high, but
Yeah.
if they do a brand new sign, 25 is the max.
Right,
it's
that's,
per-
yeah, right.
Okay, so they would have to keep portions of that sign,
No,
or
it
entire
has to stay
thing.
the
the
same.
entire thing?
That's what I'm
Basically,
saying.
if you're gonna do enough to it,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna have to come down to 25
25 feet,
And
okay.
we would,
at a maximum.
Or less.
we would like it to be way nicer than this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is kind of,
There's no reason for Food Line
Simple.
to just be a tenant panel rather than the entire.
right.
I think the challenge for me on this shopping center is you need a lot of tenant panels on the road because the spaces are so
Yeah.
far back.
Right,
That-
yeah,
agreed.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it needs some size to it.
It does, but it has to be, it has to look more than
Yeah, it-
what
the
you present.
Food Line as the anchor tenant can
Right.
be a,
Sign again, so we have to-
You know, the Food Line on 38 has the same problem, and they went to a CVM board that kind of cycles through some tenants.
We
That
do.
works too.
That's, yeah, that's true.
that could be something
Nobody's
that's done there.
restricting the width either, you can even go 3 piles if you needed to.
I think the other thing that allows you to do is have more of a solid sign there with changeable faces.
Yeah.
So you could do acrylic letters on a panel and you just have 2 mounts and screw in, screw out, as
Yeah.
opposed to these vinyl panels that are internally lit. I think there's options there to upgrade that sign.
Who designed the sign that you presented, the one that was on that?
Do you know who sent the sign in?
Yeah, we designed it internally. I represent Gator. So that's not something that we sent to Pylon Company. It'll look better than that. That's just our initial kind of
Can you come up and
concept.
let me swear you in real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry. No problem. Name for the record.
Richard Heath.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You representing Gator?
Yes, sir. So yeah, that's kind of more than anything, just kind of a placeholder. We did that in-house. We'll send that to a Pylon company. It will look better than that, but more than anything, like kind of what you guys touched on, we want to get our panels on that. You know, and we understand that there can be a limit. We don't want too many on there. But we do want to show because it is
If
tough.
you work with a sign company that
It'll-
has design professionals associated with it,
100%.
you can describe what you need to accomplish. It's gotta come down in size, et cetera, but, you know, so you're not presenting, this is not part of the application.
No,
We're going
they
down
didn't
the
present any
conceptual.
signage, so
I
even the
gotcha,
building
okay.
signage.
So that'd be a good move on your part, yeah, there's some really good look.
I think the CVM is a perfect opportunity for the number of tents, because you don't know how many tents you're
What
going to
is
go
it?
in.
Is it
A digital board.
Digital board.
As part of the sign, so you could eliminate some of those tenant panels.
Yeah.
But for more of your anchor and junior anchor tenants, the big boys, or girls, be more of a kind of a channel letter on top of the sign, or a push through acrylic or something, not just an acrylic face that gets changed out, or a flex face panel or something like
What
that.
sign did you guys say that was? Is a Food Line somewhere else?
38th Avenue, in Oleander.
Okay.
Once again, I think you've got a Food Line on it, you might have 2 or 3 tenants.
There are some.
Two or 4 tenants,
There's-
and then you've got a CVM for the rest of the center that kind of just cycles through.
My only concern
different
with
things.
that is, I mean, that where you're driving by, people are going pretty quick, so I don't know how.
I don't have a
understand,
problem
but-
with the number of panels. I mean, if you can make it work, make it work. But
Yeah.
I think that the sign right now, in order to accommodate those panels, just looks like a box with a bunch of panels.
I agree with
If you can
100%.
make it
It's a
look
bad
better,
design.
and
Yeah.
the whole,
I'm with you.
I mean, if you say I can put
Yeah,
50 panels on
that's
it,
more
it
of
looks
an
good,
interior.
I'll be fine with it.
Here,
But it's
this is
gotta
what
look
we're
good.
going to
But
look like.
to-
And that's working against you, the number of
That
To
sign
his
is
point,
chaotic.
it's a 35 or 40 through that area.
Oh,
if I
yeah,
remember
you're flying
correctly.
by.
35.
You're going,
Yeah, you're going
you
quick.
can't read that many tenant
Yeah.
panels
Right,
anyway.
right,
No way.
yeah.
You
But I
shouldn't be
mean,
able to read that
if
many
it's
tenant
digital,
panels.
you're gonna only see one, and then maybe next time you drive by, you'll.
Yeah, it's generally how it works, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the one on 38th Avenue, that they all sit back off the street also.
Yeah.
Yeah, they-
Once again, it's more about the name of the center. So these tenants are such and such at King's Festival, right? And then you know where the center is, and that's where you're going, and that's how most traditional neighborhood centers work, so.
And generally, the keystone tenant, which would be Food Line at this point, does get a much larger and a more elaborate sign on top rather than just a panel. So
Well-
usually there's a channel letter version of the Food Line.
So you guys understand, you know, we just lease Food Lion, we have a lease with Dollar Tree, and then we're gonna get a third lease. We use this in our leasing, in our leases, right?
Right, just
So
as they
it
have.
kinda, there has to be something, like
Sure.
there is a size, there is where you are on the board, stuff like that, so that is really important. We can't like kinda take them off or put digital and stuff like that. That's a big sticking.
Well, you're not gonna get that regardless.
No,
so
no.
I
But it's a
think you
big
need to-
sticking point in a lot of our tenants, that they do want a large panel, like that is important to them, it's not the King's Festival part, it's their name on it.
Well, then you probably need to get a
But like
sign designed
the
to
smaller
us.
tenants, it's not as important. But those top ones is very important.
And is
And
there a
national
width
tenant.
issue with the signs? Would they go wider in order to accommodate more panels?
They gotta stay 5 feet off the front property line, and
Right.
then we will work with them on making sure it's not side triangle.
In
So
my-
they may need to push back a little bit more, and they may need to lose a palm tree, but width-wise, no, their limitation would be overall square footage as well.
So in lieu of the height, you could actually go span a little wider.
Could be, but I think all this is solved when you hire a professional.
We will.
And then they'll
For
come
sure.
and present.
And I mean, honestly, you can take the King's Festival and put that on top, and then you're gonna have a lot more room, so you can see some bigger panels, I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah.
So, we'll make it work,
Good deal.
somehow,
Okay.
and we'll bring it to you. Now, you said that the height is 25 feet, and then what's the square footage maximum?
Well, it's all based off of the formula for your.
For your square
So a
footage.
sign company can help you with that, I just
Yeah.
knew the 25 foot's the cap, and, you know, you have to work with the CAB as far as whether that 25 foot, sometimes it's all part of the design.
And I will say, other,
pull some of that
other
too.
neighborhood centers that we have down through there
Way lower.
are a lot lower than 25 as well.
Mhm.
I mean, the public shopping center at 82nd is in that 12 to 14 range, maybe 16.
16.
Right?
12 or 14, definitely.
12 or 14, if I remember correctly. The one at 38 that we were just looking at with the Walmart, I mean,
Real.
Yeah,
I think it's in the 18 range.
and it works.
So,
There's a lot of tenants back in here too, so
Well, there are, yeah.
that's gonna be a good design challenge.
yeah.
Okay.
And to be clear, we just put new panels in that sign, it could say that, correct?
They still gotta review it.
They still have to review
So-
it, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe, but probably not, is what I'm hearing.
Probably.
Okay, understood.
Anytime you make an alteration to a sign, they will have to review it.
Can you pull up that Walmart one real quick, just to illustrate that point that the anchor sign kind of has a separate panel with a full-blown sign rather than a panel?
That was
Works
pushed
very
to
well.
acrylic.
Yeah, it works very well for what it is.
Not quite.
That's not 20. It is. That's
More like
about 20.
That's a 16 foot sign?
I'm guessing
20 to
that, 16, 18 maybe.
Darius is 20.
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
But, all right, well, we'll look at options.
Thank you.
We'll review, we understand. Anything else to-
Overall, we're very excited about the upgrade to
Yes,
the
yes.
shopping center,
Yes.
and specifically to Food Line, and I think looking ahead at all the other applications, they're all looking great.
Yeah, we know you've looked at a lot of different things out there. so-
Yeah, for a lot of years.
Yeah.
We're having to
hanging
get
in there
going
with
too.
us. Yeah, appreciate that.
All right, thanks, Doctor. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, it went quicker, we like to put conceptuals at the end.
All right, Pink House.
So I've got the next three, and three up the rear here.
Mr. Miller, is it a recert?
It's a recert.
Oh, let's leave with that.
Has anything changed?
Nothing has changed.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Say no more.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? So moved. All right.
Looks like glass roof.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's a full
rumors that went back and forth that are on record cover the no glass roof.
All right, Third Avenue South LLC.
So this is a small piece of property. I think it's barely a quarter acre. It's actually second row. This is Ocean Boulevard. There's kind of like a little ocean park directly across from it and some development to this side. Mayor's project. What is that? Bayview. Yeah, it's just right over here. So, and then just for context, there's a parking lot on either side of this. This is an undeveloped, well, it's cleared off property, let's put it that way. And I guess these serve various oceanfront facilities. You'd see there had been some improvements in the road and that sort of thing, which we show in our drawing. So what we'd like to do is put 3 units, 2 that are along the Ocean Boulevard, 1 in the back. There'll be a pool. These are 4-bedroom, 3-story units. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-story unit with grade level carport on there. Because we're in that in a MUH, we have that 14-foot buffer, which requires 10 feet of sidewalk. That allows us basically a 4-foot landscape buffer that's going to be along the front when you see the images. That's our open space, which is clearly, I mean, requirement's 25%, we're at 33%. So this is a shot just coming up from the intersection a little bit. Actually, there's a parking here, so this is not right. But these are essentially they're sort of porch front, a little bit Charleston, not exactly, but we have some brick wainscoting. We do a combination of board and batten on the ground floor, and then up with with horizontal siding. You can see you have the Bahama shutters. We're doing these things in black with grid, asphalt roof shingles, except for these little flat areas are just slightly sloped. You can't see because of the angle of perspective. Those are metal roofs. Little nighttime shot. This is again along the left-hand side. Again, you can see the parking to either side, which is not part of our property. A little bit of a middle shot, and then we got. So this is the approach off of Flag. Yeah, Flag. So it comes in. We got again the carport area for this back dwelling. We got the 2 that are a little bit closer together towards the front, so they can actually look across that park. You know, they aren't obstructed by the. And then this side, this is an 18-story. It's not Mayor's, but it's for context. I wanted to get it into the image. But this is then the back side, which showed the little park. These are our basic samples. It's an alabaster. This looks a little yellow on this screen. I don't think it reproduced quite right, but it's basically, wow. I mean, this really didn't get it because we're doing the paint blue ceilings.
Don't see that.
It looks blue on mine again. It looks blue.
Does it? Okay.
It looks blue on mine.
That's pretty wild. But it's basically a white on white trim with the black and the paint blue on the.
Well, I guess they did it on all 3 because none of them are right.
No, they are not.
What is that brick? Is that the regular?
It's a Riviera. It's kind of a grayish beige with that'll have just a regular.
The number. You can see it? Okay.
Is that second one down again?
Yeah.
What is the siding? Is it vinyl or hardy?
It's hardy. It's hardy. Yeah, hardy trim.
I have to say, the way it's rendering with a darker, more reddish brick on the bottom works very well also, if you wanted to try a different one, but it's good either way. Because these turn out to look pretty tan when they're on the Riviera.
They kind of look like they're
They don't look as red as this.
Oh, right, it's not a red, it's more of that
I'm
beige.
saying the rendering is presenting it as red, and it's working very well with red also. It's not traditional red, but. Can I ask you, what's that door on 17, the white door, the solid white door? Is that something for storage or? Go to the 17, so there. The white door on the end of the door.
Yeah, there's actually, in plan, there's a stair that comes up here and gets you to the second level. It's like an L-shaped stair. So we're just taking advantage that it's got clear height in it to be able to.
Is it possible to open it off to to the side rather than?
Well,
the front porch?
not really, Yossi, because we're elevated, we're about 2 feet or so to the actual, not on the back, but back up here, the porch is up like I think 3 steps, so I think we're like 18 inches above grade at that point. And we really don't have access to the side because we're 5 feet off, that's where our AC units are, so. So what I was trying to do is just make it go away a little bit, just simply by painting it white and not trying to give it any more emphasis than that.
I have to say, they present as much wider than 24 foot. Visually, they look very nice. I think it's just the proportionality of the building is it works very well. The door is really the only thing that bugs me.
What are you planting there in the front?
Knockout roses, azaleas, we got some Italian cypress. I think it shows on the rendering. Thought we represented it decently.
Oh, there was a plant.
But yeah, go back to the front. Yeah, see, so azaleas, knockout roses, cypress. These are part of the street right in there, but back in there we have some more cypress and some knockout and actually some hydrangeas back in this middle area.
Tom, for reference, how wide is that other product with those other, the 8 per quarter acre ones?
The other one, they're 24 feet. You're talking about on other, like on
Yes,
7th?
they're
Yeah,
also 24?
That's 24 feet
So
wide.
that's really the same dimensions, just a little?
Yep, that's 24 feet wide.
And you don't really have the opportunity, Tom, to do any screening next to your pool area, do you?
Not screening. I mean, we do have the aluminum fence, and we do have, if you go back in, we do have landscaping. Hang on.
On the
We have
west side.
landscaping running along this side.
I'm sorry,
but
what did you put there again, Pittsburgh?
Well, that's Pittsburgh and some hydrangeas on the end.
Down that alley between the 2 buildings, look at that and make sure that those plants, I don't know, is it going
If you want to slide that up a little bit.
is it going to be shaded, is that going to be shaded?
I'm sorry, will it be in shade?
All day?
Well, quite a bit. I mean, we got some, palmettos right in here and some more hydrangeas, some loropetalum, dwarfiopon, and then
The
we
loropetalum
kind of,
probably won't get enough sun in there.
you think so?
Yeah, you may want to, just look at that, just look at it in reference to where the sun, so I didn't
Okay.
see. I drove down there this morning, of course, it was hard to tell now that that area's in such transition, there's so much.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, the owners that we're working with are doing, as you know, because I've stood before the board on a lot of this stuff, a lot of this stuff in the DRC, essentially between 7th Avenue and
Yeah.
1st Avenue.
Just look
This
at,
one's on,
just look at that, maybe it needs something that's a little more just shade versus, because loropetalum won't keep its color in there, won't do
Okay.
as well.
You're looking at wrong side.
I'm not even sure which one that is. Is that 6th? Because the 7th is done.
The street view doesn't.
But again, we aren't trying to emulate those. This is a different plan. It's a different approach. Again, a little more of a little bit of a Charleston. I'm not big with the black railings and the white and black scheme and the Bahama shutters, the grid in the windows, ceiling fans, the paint blue. But we're trying to use more of that type of palette than we did on those other projects that we've worked on. And again, it's a totally different floor plan. It just happens to fit within the 24-foot width because that's what it takes to make it work.
Usually on that white door, because I'm also kind of with you on that one with the storage
Yeah.
door. What if you actually mimicked the entryway door just with a frosted glass and actually made it stand out and part of that?
Any other place, no problem. Boulevard deserves.
I mean, I would just use the same door that you got on the lower level and just make it a frosted
Deserves the
glass.
upgrades, really does.
I think that's the best solution.
That's not an issue. The other plan is we didn't want to waste the space because it's there. You can imagine we're, again, because of the height that we're already there, that we can get that door, but if that's what it takes to get a.
Well, yeah, and everybody needs storage these days. We all have too much crap.
Could the door be moved to the inside of the building, Tom?
No, because the stairs start to come up. I can't remember if the
But on the
stairs
other
start
side
on
of
that
the
side
stairs.
and come up, but
But on
this.
the other side of the stairs.
Actually, if you'll go back to, we got the plan here, I can show you.
They start up there.
I don't put your floor plan in there, but I can pull it up.
That's all.
Oh, okay, I'm
It was
sorry.
in the site.
Oh, because we just gave you, well, we did give it to you.
Yeah.
I don't know, you may not have included it in
The site plan with the red outline.
Oh, yeah, the
has-
site plan
has the
shows
stairs
it.
on it.
It was somebody saw it. It looks like the
Right
stairs
there.
started on the other end.
Yeah, here you go. So basically, at ground level towards the carport, it starts and it comes up, and so you can see there's only like 2 or 3 more steps to negotiate to the second level.
Okay.
So that's why that is placed underneath. But again, this is 18-inch higher above grade on here, and you can see where all this stuff fits in, that's the space that we want to utilize if we can. If it means putting in a French door with frosted glass or a filmed glass, just tell me. I know the owner will agree to that.
I mean, I also think it just helps break up that little bit of wall. Once again, I know you're talking 24 foot overall width, but to Izzy's points, it renders a lot bigger than probably what it's going to look like at the end of the day.
I think that's definitely the best solution.
Okay.
I
Just repeat the door with frosted. Or,
Or it's just another one of these.
yeah,
right there.
that's the best solution.
Is it the same way on the house next door?
Yeah, yeah. It's mirrored.
These are mirrored.
Yeah,
versions of each
yeah.
other.
It's hard for us to, to look at these, Tom, as you know, in a vacuum. And we all have our own impressions as to how these have actually played out. Like, the delta between what you see on paper, what you see in the renderings, and then in reality. Even though, like you, like me, like Seth, like a lot of us here, we do this every day. We've done it a long time. Sometimes we're surprised with what actually ends up being constructed. It's like, geez, that really felt different on paper, but as it exists. This is probably going to be, my opinion that I'm just going to offer here is going to be a little controversial, I'm guessing. But like this size parcel with 3 homes on it, with this arrangement, is actually a good application of this project type or this type of form. And the reason it is, in my opinion, is it is like an infill. We use Charleston. I think you did the right thing there with the basic architecture. It all falls apart on the backside, but it's the backside.
Yeah.
But from the street and the corners, that plays to me as like an infill project, whether it's Charleston. I did one for Gene Rothrock years ago. I was 20 years old, I was going to say. It was like 1997.
I would argue
that. Right? In Georgetown with 3 single homes, one in the back that was turned at an angle, 2 on the front, and it's gorgeous. Like today, if you were to drive by them, you would have thought that they were built 100
Years and years ago, yeah.
Right. So this, to me, this kind of works, right? This,
It does.
and you're surrounded by, like you've made these parking lots on either side of you look quite
Look
lovely.
better than they are.
do
Yeah.
not look like
Oh, yeah.
that right now.
I wish
So
it could be that way.
It's,
Well, you also have room, the drive feels bigger. There appears to be
It's
more
all
room.
it's
It's all concrete.
Yeah,
That's my problem with 7th Avenue, is it's just, you walk past it. Once again, I was there this morning. The 4-foot landscape buffer down the side and a little bit in the front.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 3 stories of mass. The
That's
palm trees
where-
look tiny next to them because they're never going to get 30 foot. I don't know why people still render palms at 30 foot, but
Yeah.
they always render at 30
we're
foot.
getting,
Yeah, I know.
we're getting better at that.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I know you
it's
did
just
on
a
the
sea of
hospital.
just sea of
Yeah.
concrete. It's just
It is.
So this is, to me, my 2 cents, like if you're looking at an infill and an improvement on a small parcel, 3 of these, the way they're arranged, I like it.
Yeah. I agree.
But I'm with Seth, like we've got to stop doing that on larger parcels when we think we're getting green space. And it's
Yes.
just
I
not.
don't think those other parcels are that much bigger. Just
No, they are, they're like
They're
2,
dense.
they'd be like 2 lots wide and a little bit
Right,
deeper
yeah,
too.
right, but,
So.
I guess it's the one-offness of this. And maybe even the architecture, this is a different plan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and to the architecture, the only thing I would say is that it's past the mark for me. I'm okay with it as is. I personally think that the boulevard deserves a little bit more. I think you had opportunities to stick in some more coastal elements, some corbels and brackets, perhaps in the back some slats that are wood color to give this a
think
lot
about the
more.
project of the old hospital site. like a single family home project.
Yeah, that
Make it
turned
a
out
little more
fine.
These
variation,
could
a
be
little more
upgraded
coastal.
architecturally quite a bit, and I think, again, on the boulevard end, the price point reflects that it deserves it, but it's beyond the par for me, and it's perfectly fine as it. If there was a chance to enhance it later on, I would welcome a change.
And with just three,
Well,
small lot,
actually,
I
we
think-
are working on another that's a little bit larger than that, and I'll carry that philosophy over because we're using it as its basis, a similar type thing of his. So we'll, with every one of these, I told you this the last time we came in on second, there's been room to work and change.
Charleston design went into that little coastal modern design, like in St.
Well,
John's
that's another
Island,
question I had.
John's
See,
Island,
I've
all that.
tried
They
to-
developed all these
I've
really
tried to
high,
do that.
coastal architectural feel that, like
And
the elevated
the
homes,
one
and these
side,
kind of lend
the
themselves to
salt,
that. There's a lot of elements,
Well, we-
breakaway wall slats, those angle slats in wood.
Yeah.
may have to put
There's
them
so
on
many
there.
things you can throw into
I mean,
this
it's still
to
gonna
make
be
it more
tight.
beachy.
I mean, I would do.
I like it as is,
Right.
with that door change.
Agenda would look cooler.
I need to,
Is this a
Maybe
final?
build it.
That's fine.
but that's like a full, that's a
I'll make a motion
full-
to approve with the door change
Is
as
there a next
discussed
level up
to
agenda?
match the front door.
Motion, Mr. Vanessa, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Jumper, all in favor? Opposed?
I'm gonna talk to him. about it.
Like
And
your
can I work
design
with staff on
expert.
the lower pedal substitution?
Yeah, and we, you know, I've tried to use Italian cypress that close to the ocean. Unfortunately, well, it depends on what's gonna happen around it.
Yeah.
They are gonna burn on the side that's salt, where unless they're blocked by other things.
Yeah.
Between the parking lot and that, everything's
All
going
right, you got Boundary Street,
Well,
Central?
Yeah, so Boundary's conceptual, and I have to confess, I'm a little surprised I'm standing here before this because I thought there was some MUM or MUH zoning issues.
I made the call, I didn't want to
Okay.
see someone drive right through Camden.
Well, that's what I thought, and that's why when we presented it, we had designed it that way. And plus, also, to benefit the board, there's a large utility line that comes over there, which makes it the more obvious place to position parking as opposed to building, because we certainly can't put building on there. And I want to preface this by saying, you know, this is in the, you know, the buzzword these days is affordable housing. So there are elements on this that are geared towards the affordable housing market, like more simple architectural details, vinyl siding instead of and then actually this is a project that we presented several years ago. This is a vinyl sided house just a little bit down on Fifth Avenue. We did some single family homes. Again, this is if you want to target an affordable housing area, that's it. And that's not to demean it, it's just that that's where the market is, and that's what they're trying to cater to. So yeah, so this is Boundary Street right here. This is actually Highway 15. So there are no entrances off of Highway 15. They all come in from the side. And there's a large group of trees that I believe are off property. We're going to check that. We're conceptual, but other than adjusting an entrance onto the site, we've got these three entrances onto the site because we've got two different building types in here. We have one that's more of a two-story townhouse right here that's based on a 16-foot wide footprint, and we do this. A lot of market common is that size, and then this is it's a wider and a shallower townhouse right here that's grouped in these areas right here. We've got a parking lot to allow for the fire circulation through. Again, I think along here, you can see the actual street edge is right here.
Which is
There's
the
a lot
Highway
of
15?
distance.
Is this the Highway 15?
I'm sorry, yeah, 15 is here, and then if, you'll see if you can see that, that's our utility easement, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is Boundary Street, this is where you saw the trees. There is a very large magnolia tree that we're seeing, you know, with the arborist, what we can do to save it, because it's very impressive. It's like 40-some inch
Wow.
tree. See it on there?
Landmark, isn't it?
Yeah, now, I'm not showing my rendering, so forgive me for not showing that, but I did want to point it out. And again, we're conceptual, so this is a little bit of an overhead, just to give you a sense of what's going on. The parking for this area right here, which are the 16-foot wides, and then you can see the parking arrangement, the dumpster area in this middle, and this sort of serves as a parking court for the remaining, I think we got 6 and 14 for a total of 20. And then this is more of our grade. Now this is the ones that are closer to Highway 15, and again, unlike things that we were doing like in Market Common and what was that one, Wildwood Trail, you can see we got a lot less elements in terms of balconies and overhangs and things that come out, but it's still, as you can see, we've still got, in this case, we're going to have some stucco and some brick, again, some board batten
And the upstairs is gonna be vinyl, you're saying?
yes, these are all vinyl products right here.
Huge disparity between the brick and stucco and vinyl siding. I mean, is that a
Well, but
deal
these,
breaker?
I'm sorry, well, going to Hardy would be a deal breaker.
Yeah, that's what
The question is, you know, to the extent that we do this much brick, because mostly it would be stucco beyond that.
If you looked at, I think, Tom, you were in that same luncheon, there would be Stowcast.
Right, yeah, for the brick, yeah. Well,
Might
is
have a
that?
better chance of the brick surviving.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's true. Is it less expensive?
That's supposedly.
Okay, yeah.
Talking about the EFS thin brick system?
Yeah,
It's supposed to
like
be
that.
a little bit cheaper
Is
than
it?
standard masonry.
This one looked okay, but.
Let me rephrase that. The samples you get from the representative when the projects look great, I have not had an application done. I looked at that brick system at Broadway.
Okay.
We went through about 10 different samples. We couldn't find somebody that could do
Execute
it to get it to look good.
Really?
On Wood Suites,
Yeah, we did.
On
that
Wood Suites we did it.
Suites, yeah,
and then we're doing it at the church,
and the Walmart.
or that activity center. Danny would have, commercial systems was.
It's gotta be.
Well, he's the best.
I'm just throwing that out there, because I get the point, because you're showing some really expensive materials.
Yeah, I mean,
to
there's a
create-
huge disparity between the downstairs and the upstairs.
Which is nice.
It is quite
but are we
complicated.
gonna be able to keep it?
Yeah. Well, we'll make sure before we get here on that they price this out. You know, we needed a starting point, which meant we need to bring you guys on board and offer your comments. That's our.
Overall, it is an appropriate area for what you'd consider more affordable housing,
It is.
for sure.
It's a good area.
Yeah.
And then the design is not overly simple, it's nice.
Yeah.
You got a lot of variations there.
Yeah.
I think it's a very appropriate area,
Yeah.
but I will say, we have approved a lot of affordable home projects.
Yeah.
They all at least have some type of park, somewhere to walk your dog. I mean, this, once again, I mean,
It's tight.
there's zero amenity space. Just because something's affordable doesn't mean it doesn't need to be livable. I mean, you show a wife and a small kid in your renderings and you get a 5 by 15 yard in the back.
And I think, looks like the only opportunity you would have to do that would be take out maybe 3 units there in the center of that double row and, you know.
I mean, the
have some
federal
green
government,
space.
to give you credits for that stuff, actually requires those type things. And once again, I don't know if you're going after credits or not, but, I don't know, it's just.
What I understand you, Jeff, to say is if you can go back to that overhead.
Mhm. Yeah.
If we took these two out, for example,
Or,
and had a park, or did some, or
Or
these two
over
off,
here.
I don't want to be that close.
or
to the
maybe
cars.
over here in this, you have 2 rows there, maybe in the center part,
Oh,
take out a couple of units. In the-
in this one right here?
Yeah, in the center maybe, and do it in there to make it
I know
internal.
it's a math thing too,
Yeah, I know the numbers have to work.
but I'd be more comfortable giving on the materials and downgrading the cost there to
Yeah.
get some green space in there, to be honest. I mean,
And maybe, Tom, maybe it's just one where you also have a landscape island. You know what I mean?
Right,
Where
that
you can
reaches out.
multiply your hand, yeah, or on the,
Yeah.
where Jeff was talking about, on the.
In the center,
inside.
right,
I know
yeah,
they're
right there.
I know
Right.
the
I
compactors
think
there.
that's probably a good spot right there. To get some internal, I think internal green space is important.
Yeah, that almost, yeah, by count, that's, if I take one out, then I've got a standalone, I've got basically a
Yeah, you're
single
not
family
gonna
dwelling.
put it in the middle of something.
Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to
It's gonna have to be on the
pick a spot that has
Some green
you know,
space.
we could
adjacent
go, we
to
could
it.
go 2 and 2 and have something that actually.
Is that a
connects this
dumpster
whole
pad in the
area.
middle there?
This
Yeah.
is right here.
I mean, that could be relocated and then you.
Wow.
Well,
Open
easier
that
said
up,
than
allow
done.
you to
You
bring
know,
the dumpster
it took a lot to find that.
Did it really?
To land it in
Find
that
the
spot to
space.
begin with.
I mean, the other challenge.
But
for me-
this could move down, he could do the same thing, but it gets that much farther away from this person being able to use land. I tried to get it somewhat central.
The other challenge for me with this location versus some of the others on the southern end of the beach, Market Commons, or any of those, you have the amenities to where these type projects don't need that. There's nothing in this
here.
area.
I just, you know, the shopping center right next door to it with that building that's been burned down and
Yeah.
whatever, it's
Yeah,
just
it's
so
horrible.
awful that I'm
Yeah.
excited to see something.
Yes,
move out
something
there
positive.
And maybe driving some change in the
Yeah,
area. But
absolutely.
it is,
Well, I'll talk to developers, share your concern with it, see if they're happy with 18 units or 19 units, if that makes their numbers work, and talk about the material use and that sort of thing, see where we go from here. Okay?
Yep.
All right, thank you for the advice.
Thanks.
Thank you, Bill.
Staff has nothing else to say.
Are you sure?
Come on.
I was just skipping land
that
through.
was a long one, huh?
I'm gonna ask Mr. Hubbard this question. The Boulevard building,
Yes.
7th Avenue, commercial development. We approved a change on that last time, and I was walking the boulevard again today. The top floor, and I'm just curious. I know I talked to Charles about this, I appreciate what he said this morning, but just something still isn't sitting right with me. And the elevator tower was supposed to have a finish on it, and they supposedly applied it, but it still looks like just straight CMU block. Do you know of a finish that would still give that look that we would have been presented?
For the original, for the original design.
That looks weird.
I mean, it's got some type of like transparent paint or something, but I mean, even if you just put straight paint on there, it would cover that block better.
Conversation with Bill, he put at least 2 coats of it on, which was more than what.
He didn't even clean the lot before.
That's not right.
It just looks like it's slapped on there. Like a
I mean,
stem
you got water on the outside of the lot that hasn't even been,
You
I mean,
could,
they didn't scrape the wall.
You could lightly, like you could put sand and paint and achieve
Yeah.
that look.
I like the textural of that.
And then there's like these splotches around the corbels on the other side.
Yeah,
Like I said, I
that's
just
right there, yeah. That's not a finish. And
didn't
that means
think
it's
we got
also-
presented that, but
That means it's probably also not water tight.
So what did we approve there?
No.
You have to be sealed.
I mean, what was that?
it was a downgraded finish on that when he came back with the
Yeah,
other
but I
columns
don't
and
remember
all.
what it
It
was.
didn't render like that,
But it is
once again, it's maybe one of those things that just kind of surprises.
Sand.
How did you ever have them, look at when that came, that makes use building right there, then that.
Gateway Gallery.
Yeah, Bill Dallas used it.
They called out.
And once again,
And
it
he
stuck,
covered the product.
stuck out to me as I was walking down 7th and started seeing it and turned the boulevard. Once again, just kind of thinking about that gateway in, just concerned me a little bit there.
That is,
Well, you have a very good eye. A lot of people, other people are going to see that though, because that's pretty in your face.
Other than that, that's all I got. Anything else? Nope. Entertain a motion to adjourn?
So moved.